How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Have I ever started a live that way? Holy Dinah, it's been almost 2 months since our last live stream together. And I still get nervous right before I'm supposed to do this, what I'm doing right now. Anyway, hello chat, hello community. I've seen you've all been in here. Plenty of you have been in here a bunch before I got here. I appreciate that. Show me some ones in the chat if everything's good. If the video is good, if the audio is good. I'm doing this on StreamYard again. I think last time we were only on YouTube, so there might be a little bit of lag. I don't know, but StreamYard allows me to reconnect if there's any later in the evening. Oh, good. Look at all those ones. Excellent. Give me a second. All right. Well, let's see how rusty I am. We'll give some hellos to people in chat, starting with Jacqueline Ho. Hello, my dear. Nature Girl, Melanie Borden, Certified Dragon, Cassandra Weathers, Chris Ball, Brenda G, Michelle Redfelt, Nayla Zion, Black Wolf Joe, Gracie. Hello, Gracie. How are you, my dear? I like your name. Stingray Trails. How you doing, Ray? Always lovely to see you here. Sir. Lovely. It's lovely to see you here, sir. I mean, it's cool to have you here, bro. Audrey Paul is here, as well as Sigmund 2500, Claudia S. Sorry. Tina Featherston is here. Broken Nomad's telling me not to touch anything. I can make no promises, sir. How you doing, Kevin? Jen C is here. Bebop and Becca. Is that BL Forerunner? Forerunner. I feel like we've done that joke before. Borealis Knights, hello, sir. Thank you so very much for that super chat. And also a shout out to Dan the Van Dan and Tina. I saw you guys join YouTube memberships before the live stream started. And if you're still here, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. You as well, Borealis Knights. I hope you're behaving yourself up there in Red Deer. Danny Gray is here. Adam, hello, sir. I've seen you for a while. Hope you're having a good weekend. Canadian Nat. Frank Pennington. I'm not using Starlink. I don't have Starlink. It'd be impressive if I was using Starlink. Tina Vong. I tried. Parker is here. I'm having a total brain fart. I think it's Christina. You're local. You're an amazing Patreon supporter. I'm a terrible person because I can't remember your first name. I apologize, my dear. Judy is here. Kat Fiji, Melissa, Robert Cons is here. Freedom Pause, as well as Kev Jones, Danny Feliz, Denise Brogan, John Boy is here. Jackie Lucky Angel. Hello, darling. How are you? Sheila Kane is here. Vivian, Michelle Swanson, Virginia Schwartzel. Sounds delicious. Now I'm hungry. Scott M is here. Kathy Wright Johnson. Aaron Blood. Kim Jones is in the van. How you doing, my dear? Michelle Redfelt. I think I already said your name. Michelle Redfelt? If I didn't, hello. If I already did say it, how dare you make me say it twice? Luca is here, as well as Annalie Finch. I saw you. You're telling me to make sure that I have live or chat on all chat. I can't do anything about that where I am, but hopefully other people can. Me being on StreamYard. Darling. Charlotte is here. Gary is here, as well as Fish and... Oh, that was Fish and Booty. It's Fish and Bodie. That makes way more sense. Thought maybe it was just Fish's butthole. Anyway, Kane B is here one day at a time. Paula Entwistle is here. And we got Grandma's Gone Crafty support. Debbie English. Did I get your package yet? Possibly, but the vlogs are very far behind. My apologies, my dear. KB is here. Tracy K. And C. Kelly. Oh, I'm getting way behind here. Beth Tipton. That's a fun name to say. That's a good name to have to scold somebody with. Beth Tipton. You get in here this instant. I don't know. I'm in a mood, apparently. Karen Breslauer is here. Hello. Shiny Nickel Blades, otherwise known as Nicole. Hello. Is this roll call? It's always roll call at the beginning. Colin A is here. Robbie Brunau. Just Cam in his Jeep, otherwise known as Cam the Man. How you doing, sir? Helena Baroque. I already did this. Atomic is here. Wandering Obi. Relevant Traveler. Upside Down Jackie. Hello, my dear. Daisy May. Cookie Lady. You're just trying to bring all the boys to your club. BJ Donahue, Charlotte, and I'm starting to see some repeats here. So I'm just I'll say hi to people as we continue. Anyway, I'm going to try this. I normally give instructions, but then by the end of the night, my throat hurts a lot. And I'm just annoyed from saying it over and over again. So I'm going to throw that up there so everybody kind of knows what's going on. Q&A with VanlifePLUS and just hanging out, having a good time, having some drinks. I'll do my best to answer your questions. But chat tends to move fast, and there's usually lots of people here, so don't hold it against me if I don't get to it right away. First question I see pop up is, there it is. Aaron Blood, no more smoke? No, I'm assuming you mean in BC. There's not a lot in Calgary right now. I would argue none. Probably not none, but I can't see any. But no, there was still smoke in BC when I was there last week. It just wasn't anywhere near as intense as it was when we ran away to Kelowna. Much more livable, thank goodness. Seeing that side of the lake on fire like that broke my heart. It was brutal. Warren Gage, hello from Spartanburg, South Carolina. That's fancy, Spartanburg. How you doing, Warren? Lovely to see you here. Why don't I ever say hi to your Stella? Do I not just say Alberta and Stella? Hello, Stella. How are you? Are you behaving yourself? Moving right along. That is a great question, Melissa. One that will remain a question. Is that Firewater? Firewater? Maybe. Is this a new Diction shirt? Yes, this is the bootlegger. Look at it. All the moonshine bottles. Sigmund says, do the batteries charge up okay today? More or less, sir. You must be on Patreon. Did I get the awful hailstorm in Calgary? I mean, I was in Calgary when it happened, but like it happens most of the time, it was way up north, and my butt was down south. So no hail for me, which is quite nice. But there was one before that where I got a little bit of hail. That was, I think, was a month before the like one that you're talking about, where it looked like winter in the middle of what was it, July, or was it the beginning of August? I can't even remember now. But no, the last one didn't affect me. Thank goodness. What happened to your cat paw necklace? This one, right here. Nothing. There it is. Keep seeing that question in the comments. I know I talk about it in an upcoming vlog, but I don't wear it when I wear shirts like this because it gives me a rash right here. Hope you and Penny had a great week. It's pretty good. Penny's snoozing on the dashboard right now. Hi, Terry. How you doing? Debbie F is here. I was waiting for you to show up, my dear. I got your package in the mail today. She sent me an orange brush to clean bottles with. So thank you very much. I don't normally get mail on Saturdays. Hang on, this is going to be annoying. It's not over. They double bagged it for my protection. So thank you very much, Debbie. That's fancy. Nice long shaft to get in the hole and clean out the yuck. I appreciate you, my dear. Thank you very much. The big fat putty tat is fine. New Yeti. Yes, I got my orange one. Not the one I wanted it as a water bottle, but I couldn't find that one anywhere. So I decided to just get myself a new adult beverage version. Thank you, C. Parker. Is it Christine? I'm sure you probably asked, just for my peace of mind, type it in the chat one more time for me, my dear. I don't want to keep calling you C. Parker all night. Hey, Stacy. Lovely to see you again. This wasn't, yeah. This wasn't the one I wanted. I wanted the water bottle, but it's all good. Going to get some Chinese food. What's out there? Ginger beef. So I'm really far behind now. When do I expect my first snow? Tuesday. I have no idea. Usually in October. The pursuit of happiness. Hello. How are you? Oh, you're a Xenozip. Why do you guys change your name everywhere you go? How many kilometers on Lucky? That's a good question. I'm not sure. But guess what? This is live. We can do whatever we want. Hang on. Jeremy by any other name? Lucky has... attitude problem. 263,000 kilometers, basically. And now I've got Debbie's plastic wrap all over my feet. I'm confused on why you have an expensive Jeep that you tow around. What's so confusing about that? You be more specific, and I'll be more specific. Is the weather still hot? I couldn't imagine how hot it was there last month. We had 122 degrees. Where are you? The middle of the earth? My God. Tanya Marin just comes in and just screams, tacos. Yes. How many Dixons? Nobody knows. Stacy, nobody knows. How many funnels do you need? I'm placing an order for my mom. I need about 4, Kevin. Thanks. Christy. Damn it. I mean, I was kind of close, but not really. Hey, you doing, Tim G? Lovely to see you, sir. I'm doing pretty good. Oh no, I got the water bottle. I got it in a different color. I do not need 2 giant Yeti water bottles. That is very kind of you, Alberta and Stella. Thank you. I think Upside Down Jackie was also offering, which is fine. Good. I'm set. Y'all are lovely human beings. Sorry. This is why it always happens. I start yapping, and then there's so many things. The chat just goes. What kind of puck lights are those? I want them. I don't know. They're on Amazon. Just look up puck lights. I'm not sure. I'll try to find it, Colin, but I make no promises. Oh, yeah, here we go. I live in California. It is the gateway to Death Valley, a place called Rich Crest. That's where it was 122. Yikes. Hello, Deborah Knapp. How are you, my dear? Mitch Racing. Can't believe I made a live stream all the way from Australia. You're my favorite YouTuber by far. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much for saying so, Mitch. That's very kind of you. I greatly appreciate that. I'm going to get rid of this brand for a while. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. That's very nice of you to say. You must be new around here. Do you regret not reinstalling upper cabinets for food and stuff? Yep. Hannah Banana. That's a great question. I think I know I was filming a bunch this weekend, and I definitely talked about it, I think 2 or 3 videos ago, which means you'll probably see it in a week or so. But this area where I have the pegboard that I got from IKEA, I think that's not long for this world. A bunch get chucked in the effing bush because it's not practical at all. And I think I'm going to put another little sort of like layered, like leveled cabinet of some sort, because yes, as obnoxious as this one was up here because I kept hitting my head, the way that I've been storing stuff in the new build is obnoxious. How's my back feeling? Relevant Traveler is sore as F right now. I was walking around all day trying to stretch it out. I don't know. It is what it is. Have I gotten rid of the fruit flies yet? I think so. There's like a bunch of little tiny little suckers. I was in the back of Lucky last night, and you could see them really easily because we got white pillowcases, and there's like 4 or 5 of them at a time. I'd get the lint roller, and I would lint roll the suckers out of there, and they just come back. I don't know if they're like getting sucked in from the fan, because I usually have this middle fan on exhaust, and I just have this fan back here open, right? So fresh air gets sucked in through that. I don't know if they're just pulling them from the outside, because I can't for the life of me figure out where they would be coming inside the van. But by and large, compared to what it was when I was talking about it in the video, we're in a much better situation. Maybe I'll just say hello, Catman. Hello, Lone Wolf. How you doing? Sorry, I'm just playing catch up here. Do I get money from you watching Chapter 2 videos? I've seen all of your comments, Daniel. Thank you very much for going back and watching all of the old stuff. No, you got to remember it's one view, and the way YouTube pays out, you get a certain dollar amount for every 1,000 views. So while I appreciate you watching, so you're going to get like the whole story, and you're watching all of my hard work. By and large, no, unless 999 more people also happen to watch it, if that makes sense. Doesn't really make sense to me, but that's how that works. I think you're on Patreon, and we were talking about a lot of analytics this week over there in real time, and it's very confusing and messy. Got to keep our boy healthy, but was that what all that was in the package was a 3-piece set? Unless this one is from you as well. There's cat toys in this one, I think, Debbie. These are the only 2 packages I got today. So maybe I'll open this up and we'll see if this is what you're talking about. There is a from tag in here. And nope, this is not from you, Debbie. This is all that was in the package. So I hope Jill is on the live chat. She sent Penny a whole bunch of cat toys, and one has catnip in it, but it's in a plastic bag, so she doesn't know yet. So thank you very much, Jill. Jill's also on my Patreon, I believe, so I can send her a message later. Those are the only 2 packages I got today, and now Penny is in the toys. These plastic balls are going to New Denver. They don't... Actually, I'm going to give them to somebody else because she doesn't play with those. But the catnip mice and the soft plush stuff, she'll love that. Thank you, Jill. All right, sorry, guys. Let me play catch up here with the chat. Whoa. Way behind. Oh, does Penny have any friends in her fur? She shouldn't. She's a very clean cat that's very rarely in the bush. Could get her. I could look at her though, but she's like not around, and they're just appearing on the pillow. It's very weird. Is the Leatherman you are currently using the one from your dad? I love that you're paying attention, Tracy. Or is it the one that you got at the beginning of your van life? So yeah, this isn't the one that my dad got me. My dad got me the Wave, and that is, it's in the Jeep. This is the Signal. This was sent to me by a subscriber near the beginning of my van life. This is the one that you always see me using on the channel. The only reason I don't use the one that my dad got me is because it has scissors on it and the spring broke. I know I can send it away to Leatherman or ask for replacement parts, but I haven't done that yet. Was it spring that broke? No, I'm misremembering that because there is no spring. It was just tension-based scissors. Either way, a little piece of it broke. So it's like, I'm just keeping it until I'm ready to repair it. Interesting question. How many weeks are we behind from real time? 14. I don't know. It's not that bad, but since you ask now about that, I usually do Monday to Friday videos, right? But I'm not going to say burned out, but we're coming up to the end of chapter 4, right? And I've got to like plan for how I want the chapter finale video to go and all of that and wrap everything of Sea of Heartbreak up. So I don't know if I'm going to keep going with the Monday through Friday. I'm toying with the idea, and I might test this next week, of doing a video every other day just to see how it goes. If it very clearly bites me in the ass, we will immediately go back to Monday through Friday, but that's probably what I'm going to do. So that by that extension, you can end up even further behind unless I stop filming a little bit, which I'm trying to do. I filmed 2 days more than I intended to this last week, so I can't stop. It's very hard. How far east in Canada have I traveled with Lucky? Drumheller. That's it. I haven't gone any further with Lucky. Unless Brooks is further, but I don't think it is. But I haven't gone towards Saskatchewan or anything like that yet with Lucky. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hi there. You're one of my favorite channels to watch. Thanks for making me laugh. Some days it's hard. I just love to wait for your videos to come on. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy it. I totally understand. Some days are very, very hard. I've actually been having some pretty rough days this last little while myself. I always try to keep my videos upbeat and as positive as possible, while also still talking about as much of the, like real harder things as I can. But I'm also still just a human that has private stuff going on. And yeah, the last couple of days especially have been a little brutal. So that's another reason why I filmed more than I intended to, and why I wanted to do a live stream this weekend to just sort of like take my mind off of it, do something that I really enjoy doing. And I think it's important to do that when you have those bad days, because those bad days are never going to stop completely. So I'm happy that you enjoy my content. Thank you for letting me know. Pirates of the Caribbean. I saw that sticker on my Patreon. That's a great sticker. Okay, sorry, way behind. Am I going to play Dark Souls 2? I don't know. I'm making my way through Elden Ring right now. Maybe eventually. I wish it was on Switch, but it ain't. Nothing else is on the Switch. Hey, Chris. How you doing, sir? Lovely to see you here. And he's saying hello to the lovely Nikki. She is there. One of the first winners of one of my Dixons ever. Both locals. How are you crazy kids doing tonight? How about the walking stick link? I just saw a link. You have to I guess, I don't know. I'd have to send out a download. Am I still in Flathead? God, no. The Montana trip was a while ago. July. And I was only there for like a week. I want to go back. I wish I was still there. Daily video production is so hard to keep up with. I don't know how you manage to do that. It's a time. Now that I've made my peace with the fact that the audience is just going to be behind real time, on that, it makes it easier on me as a creative, right? Because a lot of the times when I first started it, people were starting to, very few, like a handful of people, if that, were like in the comments being like, oh, this isn't up to date, this isn't recent. It really pissed people off at the beginning of this chapter, which was hilarious, but that was a whole different beast. I made my peace with that, and now I watch myself. I try to, when I'm filming, I try to not say dates or like specific events that people can like chronologically figure out exactly when I was filming. I think it kind of helps. But yeah, it's not easy. You're darn tooting about that. Would weekend aired vlogs do better because more people are off work? I don't know, Nancy. That's a very good question. We're going to find out. Obviously, we're going to have a video go live tomorrow. It's just it's the first entry in the Claire stories. So not an official vlog, but an official vlog. It's got a number on it, and we'll see how that goes. I would like something that if I can make it a little bit easier on me in terms of workload, that would be great. But we'll see. Do I have my next storyline decided upon? What do you mean by my next story line, Christy? Be a little bit more specific for me. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate that. Chris is always working. He's a working stiff. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate that. Hi, Vernon, and hello, Lisa. Vernon's driving, and Lisa is here. The lovely Lisa. We don't really need Vernon anyway, Lisa, as long as you're here. Thank you, Jacqueline. I appreciate saying that. I will eventually. Vicky Martin, I'm glad to see you as well. So I'm a human that has privates. I know. Breaking news. Headline at 8. Hey, Lucky Cashing Mom is here. I think I saw you come in earlier and I forgot to say hello. I will punish myself now. Hello, darling. Do I have plans to come back to the States? I don't have, there's nothing in stone, but yeah, I will definitely be coming back at some point. To Montana for sure, and hopefully to branch out to a few more as well. How long has the stream been going? 23 minutes. I love my shirts too. Thanks, Mitch. Any camping trips left this year? Yep, we got a Labor Day trip coming up. Not really camping. Back to New Denver for the weekend with Lindsay and Sadie. And then not the weekend after that, but the weekend after that, we're going back to a place we haven't been to since chapter 1, which I'm really looking forward to. Hey, Borealis Knights is wearing his old steamer, and it's not a big pile of dookie. It's the Dixon that he won during trivia. Matt, are you wearing a Dixon with half-naked ladies on a couple video? Do you know how I can get one for my 40-year-old son? And a banana. I love that you love that shirt. There were enough people that were like, really, with that shirt? I love that there were a couple people that were like put off by that shirt when in chapter 1, one of my original shirts, it wasn't a Dixon, had bare bums on it. Sarah Rose, it's one of her favorites. I still have that shirt. Actually, I need to find the right moment to bring it out. Anna, unfortunately, when it comes to Dixons, and just disclaimer, I'm not associated with Dixon. I just like them. They're limited run. So if you wanted to get on Dixon.com, if you're in the States, you want to look for a shirt called The Articles. If you go to the website and just type in the word articles, that's the orange shirt that you're looking for. I know they're all sold out in Canada, so they tend to produce a few more in the United States, though. Did you ever figure out what happened to the extreme heat on the right rear wheel? Hang on the right rear wheel on Lucky from a few weeks ago. There was extreme heat. Are you talking about when I left BC? Were you watching an old video, Jeremy? Or did I have heat? No. That was when I left BC. I think that was just rust buildup and stuff when I was in the garage rebuilding Lucky out in BC. And so far, nothing has come of it. So we're all good. Where is your friend Mike? How is he doing with his build? Oh, no spoilers, but Jacqueline, stay tuned. That's all coming up in a future video. But he's doing really well. The wildfires, by and large, are under control where they are. I can't speak for the rest of the province of British Columbia. I was just there last week, like I said, and I'm going back this weekend. But there was still fires up in the mountain across the lake there. You can't see any fire. It wasn't as intense. It's just plumes of smoke coming up. We actually dropped my parents' boat in the lake, and I took it for a rip over to the other side, and you cannot get off on any of the beaches in the provincial park. They have it all closed off just because of the decimation. And they're like, it doesn't look nearly as bad as I thought it would, but it's pretty freaking tragic to see when you do see the sections of trees that did get burned up. Just brutal. But by and large, under control. Does Sheila know I'll have withdrawals? Is she talking about me changing my schedule? Hello, Linda McPherson. How are you, my dear? Lisa, I know, right? I know what you're agreeing with. I know I'm behind. Give me a minute, everybody. Teresa says, how was last night's thunderstorm? I slept 2 hours. It was cool. I got lightning and really crazy thunder, but not a lot of rain. Whereas apparently at Lindsay's, she was getting both, like intense rain. And she sent me a text being like, oh my God, it must sound like the world is ending in Lucky. And I was like, no, it's fine. And she was like, well, it's coming. It never did. Sad day. Which I'm okay with, because I'm sure there's still a leak in the back of Lucky somewhere. I don't know how water's getting in. Obviously a hole. But I haven't found that hole. When I do, you can bet I'm going to plug the poop out of it. Would I do the toe shot that Chrome did in the Yukon? I don't know what you're talking about, Stacy. I don't know what toe shot. Did he take a shot of liquor off his toe? I don't know what that is. Why am I sad? Am I sad, Sue? I'm not sad. I was having and am having some rough days. And honestly, I'd say I'm angry more than anything. But I'm okay. We're not going to get into it. This is making me feel much better. Tim Waller, thank you very much. All the way down in Georgia. Have a peach for me, sir. Lisa is right. That's a great reminder. Everyone hit the like button. It definitely helps the channel if you can do that. I'm on StreamYard, so I can't actually see how many likes the video currently has. So if you could all take it upon yourselves to make sure you've done that, I would greatly appreciate it, as would Lisa. Don't piss her off. You wouldn't like her when she's angry. Janet Gemini, hi Matthew, love your channel. I'm still catching up. I'm still at 4 months ago. Well, if you started at the beginning, you're catching up pretty quick. Welcome to the channel officially, Janet. Thank you very much for being here, and I'm glad you're watching all the older videos. Gypsy North Van Life, how you doing, Kevin? I was like, hang on, that's Kevin, right? Yes, it is, sir. Thank you for joining YouTube memberships. I appreciate that. Lucky Cashing Mama found a Dixon that she's going to get before it sells out. Which one? Okay, I'm just going to... Okay. Besides having game time, do I like to read? If so, what do you read? No, I'm not a big reader at all. I got that Grace O'Malley book, and I'll probably give it a go. But I haven't sat down and read a book in a very long time. I like me some Robert Service poetry, but that's about it. I'm not a big reader. I never have been. I used to read a lot more when I was younger than I do now. But no, I wouldn't say grabbing a book is my forte. Are we cooking dinner on the live stream tonight? Probably not. I mean, if I get hungry, I've got some frozen items from M&M Meats in my refrigerator or my freezer. I could throw in the air fryer, but I had myself a nice big Subway sandwich before the live. So we'll see, Tim. We'll see. But if we do, like I said, it's not going to be anything elaborate. I didn't plan for it. What's in the flask? What flask? This is my drink. I like to read YouTube comments and the chat. That's what I like to read. Will I go anywhere else besides the USA? So like Mexico? Because that's like the only place I could go with Lucky. I hope to do some international traveling, obviously not with Lucky in the future on the channel. That would be fun. But no plans. Kraken Gold Spice Rum. Yeah, you are, Debbie. Get it in you. Hey there, Wolves Inside. Yes, thank you very much for sending that. I appreciate that. I opened it up on the vlog the other day. I haven't actually popped it in yet, but thank you very much, you guys. I greatly appreciate the generosity. Do not do that. I love the Monday to Friday. Well, you come and do what I'm doing then, Michelle. I need to test the waters because I just can't keep going like at the rate that I'm going. You know what I mean? I'll if I need to, I will, but I would rather not. So I got to test the waters. And I've been having some problems with YouTube as well, which is, I mean, that's actually an argument to not slow down, but if you know, you know. It's a dead man's toe and a shot of whiskey and you get a certificate. Yeah, I don't need a certificate saying that I sucked back a shot of whiskey with some dead dude's toe in it. It's like a novelty thing. I get it, but good for Chrome. Better man than me to do something like that. Yuck. It's the same as that the worm or whatever that's in the tequila. Ooh. I love my magnet window covers too. So cozy, Reg. You know this. Where is Miss Penny? She is sleeping on her bed on the dashboard right now. I need to stretch up like this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see if I can do this like this. Hang on. Let's see if I can read comments from here. Surop's going to make dinner. Thank you for stopping by, my dear. I appreciate that. Mitch, you were very welcome. I had fun filming the Montana trip. That was a very, very, very fun trip. Where do you sign up for the YouTube memberships? Somewhere down there on the bottom. I'm not actually sure. There should be like a join button somewhere. But again, I'm on StreamYard right now, so I can't see the YouTube interface. Outdoor Happy Brenda. Probably not, my dear. Sometimes Matthew will read the book of words for the Chinese diesel heaters. That's true. I do read a lot of book of words, Ray. He's not wrong. It's called Sacrifice. Oh, the Sacrifice. I got that. It's in Grace. It's the purple one. It's really pretty. And moving right along. What size van battery do I have? Like, you mean for my house batteries? I have 300 amp hours. Kirby Mon 55. 555. Take the sticker off the bottom. Is it bugging you? You don't like that? You don't want to see my UP? It's impossible. Can't be done. Need an adult. Can't do it. It's impossible. It won't come off. No, staying on. Oh, never mind. I'm a liar. Here we go. Oh, there's another one. Can't win them all. Hey, Matt, Robin, and Dave here from Ipperwash Beach, Ontario. Love the video with Amber and the starter. Is she planning on coming back to Calgary? And did you ever find a Yeti mug? Well, I got this. So I wasn't looking for a mug. I was looking for a water bottle in that video. I found one. I didn't get the one I wanted, which was I wanted it in orange. But that was nigh on impossible to find. And then there's a whole story about why I ended up getting the white one. And I have no idea what Amber's plans are, actually. Will I ever come to Colorado? I would love to go to Colorado. I hear it's beautiful. Probably looks a lot like British Columbia because you're right in the middle of the Rocky Mountains. That would be great. And Dumb and Dumber being a very fun movie. I loved it. Wait, is that Aspen? Yeah, they go to Aspen. That's in Colorado, right? There we go. We'll go to Colorado in the winter. That sounds like a great, great idea. E. Whittaker. Hello, I'm doing well. How are you? You could do all the Americans in Lucky. That sounds... Oh, all the Americas. I read that way wrong. Yikes. My subscribers do spoil me. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. 429 people in the chat now since Sharon said 419. Also, hello, darling. How are you? There's Sarah Rose. She says, I do. I don't know what she's saying I do to. Who knows? I'm going to go. I got to catch up with the chat. I'm so sorry. We're always going to get behind. But again, if I asked a question and I didn't get to it, please type it into chat again. I'll do my best to get to as many of them as I can. Pixie Tales, hello, hello. I always get this. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Where'd it go? Oh no, there it is. John Boy says, if you had the chance to replace Lucky at some point in the future, what would your ideal vehicle be to repurpose? Oh, if I have to repurpose it, interesting. I'd probably just get a high top van. I'd probably see what I could do with like a high roof Ford Transit or a Mercedes Sprinter, right? I'm definitely in love with the idea of getting a 3500 like Chevy Silverado and getting a Scout camper as the next iteration. That's like my daydream fantasy right now. But in terms of repurposing something, much like I did to this, yeah, just a high top. That'd be the only thing I would change and then take a whack at it. Might not want to come to Colorado in the winter. It sucks. Stuart McGee, thank you very much for your generous super chat. As a fellow YouTuber and content contributor, I do completely understand. On a good note, my channel passed 133,000 subscribers. Subway is on me. That's what I had as well. Oh, thank you very much, Stuart. I appreciate that. And congratulations on your amazing number of subscribers. That is super cool, my dude. I appreciate the support. And I thank you for covering the cost of my Subway. Thank you very much, sir. How do you get those cookies that I was eating? You got to order some window covers from So Cozy. They're only a perk if you order. You can't just get the cookies. Hello, Janet. How are you? Welcome to the live chat. She is 4, Judy. 4 years old now. Yeah, I try. I do my best. Oh, is Zora here? I didn't see her come in. Hi, Zora. How many miles on Lucky? What everybody's 200 and what did I say? 256,000 kilometers? 257,000, something like that. Oh, LJ, thank you very much. He says, good evening. Love your videos. I look forward to watching them. I appreciate that. That's why I keep making them for people just like you. I want a truck and camper like Kenny has. Who's Kenny? Kenny? Yes. Sure. Truck and camper. Absolutely, Nikki. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. They will. Hey, Roaming Worlds. How are you? How are you? Thank you very much for the super chat. Hey, bud. How are you doing today? Just parked the tiny home and saw you live. Here I am. Thank you very much for that super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the live stream. I hope you're having an awesome weekend. You thought I shaved my head? No. That's like a chapter 7 thing. We'll do that again. I did that in chapter, what was that? Chapter 2? No, beginning of chapter 3, right? 263? Is that what I said? 263,000. Yes, she is. Any plans for the big number? No. Shut up, Jackie. No, I might end up actually, like in terms of how I film, that might be when I'm filming the chapter 4 finale. I'm not sure yet. It's also the weekend right before Thanksgiving, and I want to be out in BC with Brooklyn over Thanksgiving, hopefully. No plans, though, no. How many kilometers are on Grace? 33,000. I just took her for an oil change, and when I rolled in, it was at 33,000 even. Next bag of cookies for Penny is on me. Thank you very much, Jeremy. That's very kind of you, dude. I appreciate that. Hey, there's Jill. Jill's here. Jill, I got the cat toys. We opened it up earlier. You weren't here though, but I still opened it up, and thank you very much. Wouldn't it be awkward if it actually wasn't? No, it is. I got the tag right here. Hello, darling. Welcome to the live chat. Also, again, thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate that super chat. What is the name of your air fryer cookbook? It is called the I Love My Air Fryer Cooking for One recipe book. Want to see it? Boom. That came from Jackie Lucky Angel. That's what it's called right there. Patricia says, hello, everyone. My 2 cents. I love the 5 days a week vlog, but understand how much time it takes. I will continue to follow you. Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate that. And I know lots of people echo what you say. A lot of people really do like that format. I think the problem is that because they need to be as long as they are, it makes it a little bit harder on me. And people say, well, just make shorter videos. Yeah, but you don't make money on shorter videos. At least my channel doesn't, right? There's a reason why I have these epically long, for YouTube standards, runtime when it comes to my videos. So I'm hoping that it makes logical sense to just space them out a bit more and keep them at the same length for a while. If I could do a solid 20, 25 minutes a video and still make the same amount of income for my work, then I could do that. I could do Monday to Friday, no problem. But it's unfortunate that that's not the way it works. But I appreciate your support. Medic says, what model drone do you use when filming? What drone? I don't have a drone. Teresa, oh no, that 40 isn't so bad. Thanks, Nikki. Appreciate that. You has a great stream and feed the fat old putty tat. One more again. Cheers. But thank you, Bobtail Trucker. I appreciate that. Does Grace's mileage include towed miles? No. The odometer doesn't go up when she's towed. So the only thing that gets thrown out of whack are the wheels. You know, they got to rotate them more often. They broke up packages. Well, you sent more too? Gravy. Bobtail Trucker, thank you very much for those gifted memberships. I greatly appreciate that. Unfortunately, I can't see who gets the memberships on StreamYard. So that's too bad, but thank you very much, my man. I appreciate that. Have I made any more recipes from it? Not yet, Jackie. Excuse me. I was going to do one yesterday, but I was going to make a meatball sub, or basically a meatball hoagie. That's in the book. But where I went, they only had meatballs in like boxes of 85. And at the time, I didn't have a freezer. So I didn't do that yet. Soon, darling. So soon. Yous is stuck with me watching, even if it's just one day a week. You make me laugh, and the fact I am bedridden a lot of the time, I live vicariously through you all. Alberta and Stella, I appreciate the support. You keep watching, I'll keep making them. Doesn't matter. except for the music. Yeah, I bet you the music gets screwed up at 2 times speed. If you reduce the filming, please make it 4 days and not 3 as well. But you see, this is the thing. Make them want more. Get that longing feeling. But it wouldn't be 3 days. It would be like every other day. So you'd start seeing videos on Saturdays and Sundays as well, right? We'll see. Oh, wandering. Oh, we got one. Matthew, bring your black and white alter ego dude back. That was a hoot. Do you mean the editor? The editor videos? Yeah, I know a lot of the people who liked those videos loved those videos, and the people who didn't like them hated them. It was crazy. Thank you very much for the super sticker, Lynn. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you, my dear. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you very much, Christy. I appreciate you're my favorite creator. You just found me. That's such a nice thing to say. Yeah, me too, Melissa. It's very kind. Oh, that's true, Casey. Tracy, thank you for pointing that out. Oh, Michelle Redfeld got a membership. What is your favorite food to make for dinner? Okay, chat. Jeremy's new around here. What's my favorite food to make for dinner? Let's see it in the chat right now. Just flood it. Terry, thank you very much for joining YouTube memberships. I appreciate that. Hello, Marcia Fishkin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Matthew, what happened to the fairy wand? Did you ever give it to Miss B? Yeah, she was playing with it. She had a whole princess outfit. She was zapping people out in BC. She loved it. I threw a clip with it up on Patreon. Did you not see it? But yes, she loved it. I think it's still out in BC, though. A lot of her stuff gets left there just because of stuff, and we spend so much time there. She has a room there. It's another reason why I'm sorry to disappoint a lot of people. And I need to do this officially on a vlog. Actually, I want to see if chat flooded with what I thought it would flood with. Have I seen Deadpool? Yes, I did. That was amazing. There it is. Yep. Flood. I'm gonna play catch up. Tacos are my favorite thing to make, Jeremy. Okay, I'm just gonna hide his comment. Where I need to make a video on it. The more this goes on and the older Brooklyn gets, I think it's pretty evident that my end goal is an actual some sort of sticks and bricks for us. I'm not feeling pressured to do it or anything like that, but for my own peace of mind and what I want in terms of my life, I think that is a goal. I think that was probably always the goal, even when I started this, but I couldn't afford it. I can't afford it now, right? But I've had great success with the incredible support of the community here, and the channel is continuing to grow. And if I keep working hard, I have to imagine that eventually I'll be able to get myself there. And I think as a goal for myself as an individual in this economy, to be able to buy my own home eventually on my own, that'd be pretty friggin' cool for me and my little girl. But that was a spiral off of what Zora was asking in terms of where the magic wand went. Moving right along. Have I watched the new Alien? Yeah, I just saw it the other night. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got it, Stacy. Mike Mendel, doing pretty good. How are you doing, sir? What alcoholic beverage am I partaking in tonight? Anybody got any guesses? I'm gonna have to refill soon. What was that? This was the first drink out of this bad boy too. Buy land and build your dream. I don't know if I would buy land and build. That seems excessive. Although I met with my buddy Mike the other day, and we were talking about exactly that, because he's kind of got an idea in his head that he would like to do that. Buy some vacant land in a different area of the province and build a garage and then another house and then whatever. So it was an interesting conversation to have and look at what's out there and stuff. If I could just do it, maybe I would, but you can't. That's not possible. Rum and Dr. Pepper coconut. That's a good guess. No. Rum and Coke? No. These are all good guesses. Rum and vanilla Coke? Very specific. No. Oh, God. She's like a 16 now. Hey, there's Carol. How you doing, my dear? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I heard Ray was hounding you, letting you know that there was a live stream on. Thank you very much, Samster. I appreciate that super chat for the rum fund. It's good because I get them. Bottle's gone. Oh my God. All right. Well, now that she rolls in, finally. Hello, just joined. I got myself a Fanta pineapple and a Malibu. Is that so? Oh, that'd be good. Ooh, I should try that because that's coconut and pineapple. It's funny that you say that, Sheila. I need to top up, so we're gonna move on. I'm just doing white rum, so everybody who guessed rum in any capacity, you were correct. But then Sheila rolls in, and it's just ridiculous. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You are a weird one, my dear. Yeah, this new this pineapple Fanta. I don't know if it's new. It's new to me. Oh, it's like my new poison, baby. My new favorite poison. So good. Milk does do a body good as well, Kevin, but we're not drinking milk right now. All right, I'm moving right along. Ugh. It's very yummy. It's very good. Yes. I couldn't believe it was a thing. I mean, I guess I could believe it was a thing, but I couldn't believe I had never had it before. When I did try it, I was like, well, where has this been all my life? Anyway, moving right along, back on track. It's harder to find in Calgary. I did find it at one Walmart, but I haven't found it in any Safeways or the other Walmarts. I need to check Superstore. But can I have a sip? You may nut. This is for me. Well, the next time you find me, maybe I'll give you a can. Don't I hate it when other people are hogging up the trails? I guess. I don't know on a trail. I don't find myself on trails a lot. I got a pineapple soda here and Captain Spice. I'm going to make one right effing now. You do that, Borealis Night. I don't know how it would be with spiced rum. That's why I got myself some Bacardi white rum. But it was also because I have some of those stupid. If you remember in the vlog when I was down in Montana, I ended up getting a free case of that Coca-Cola spiced. I think I still have a couple cans in the fridge. It's terrible. It's god awful. It's supposed to be Coca-Cola and raspberry. It's not good raspberry. I mean, I guess it's like the epitome of artificial raspberry. Anyway, me being me, of course, I was drinking that with spiced rum, and it was honestly, it was too much. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to throw out the Coke. That's a waste. I'll throw out ketchup, but I'm not going to throw out rum. Come on now. So I decided, let's try it with white rum. And it was way better. And now that goes really nicely with this pineapple as well. Yeah, you let me know how it is. Yeah, white rum. And I think white rum would go good with almost anything fruity because you're not getting the spiced notes from the spiced side. Oh yeah, dark spiced rum isn't bad. Hey, Tactical Nomad, how you doing, man? Anna Banana says, Matt, are you still using your butt cushion when driving either Lucky or Grace? Nope. Ever since I got the new seat, I haven't needed it. So no, not using that anymore at all. In Lucky, and especially now with the new seat, it would be even worse. It was pushing me too high up into the ceiling. Actually, when I removed it, it felt weird to be driving Lucky for a bit. I felt like I was too short, but I got used to it again, thank goodness. But no, that was it was a nice to have. It like relieves pain on your coccyx. Everybody just calm down. And it was nice, like pre-surgery and even post-surgery a bit. But this far on, it wasn't really doing me any favors. Did I ever completely fix the roof leak on Lucky? No, just talking about that actually. I don't know where it is. One day I'll find it. Did I put seat covers on my Amazon wish list? No, I haven't done that yet. So the problem with seat covers is, especially from Amazon, like they fit like they always end up fitting like a sad diaper. Am I wrong? But like all of those like aftermarket, like I know there's a couple companies out there that like really expensive car seats. I remember looking these up years ago, and you could specifically look up your make and model for any car, and they were all custom fit to the factory seats. And those ones, well, I never saw them in real life, but on the website they looked real damn good, and they marketed themselves as being such as like a perfect fit, right? But you go into like Canadian Tire or order off Amazon, they fit like a saggy diaper. The most ridiculous shit ever. I remember having those in like, I don't even know what I threw those in. I think it was in my Ram, maybe. Ugh, just sad and yuck. Matthew, did you ever use that portable air purifier for the penny hair? I was just using it all day today. It's right here. I don't know if it works that well, but I've been using it. It ran all day, even while we were driving around, charging up the batteries. It was just going. Hello, Mom. How are you? Welcome to the live chat. For those that are new around here, this is my mom. She tends to pop in, and everybody says, "Hi, Mom." And then she takes, she tries to respond to as many people as she can. But she said she's just popping in to say a quick hi. And she'll probably leave just as fast as she came in. But this, my mom. She's responsible for this. Got any issues? Take it up with her. Is the no slip mat working out for you? Yes, it is. It's still holding up nice on the fridge, even though it doesn't like stick properly to the alien tape. It sticks enough that it doesn't move around. The only problem is that it's a dust attractor, right? So I'm constantly having to wipe it off if I don't want to look at a bunch of yuck. But other than that, it works great. Stuff can sit on it. So thank you very much again for sending that. I appreciate it. Oh, man. I'm fine. Gonna go square dance tonight. Yeah, you are. I remember one year, I think it was 2014, Mom and Dad, they were doing like a square dancing class or whatever, and Stampede rolled around, and it was the opening day of the Stampede, and they actually went downtown. It was not just the two of them, like a couple of crazy senior citizens, but there was like their whole squad, their whole square dancing crew. Is that what they're called? But they were all down there. And I videotaped it. I should try to find that video. And doing all, getting the hoedown and everything. And not in the middle of traffic. The street was shut down, but they were cutting a rug pretty good out there. When will I update my Amazon wish list? I don't really need anything right now, honestly. The things that are on there are like the things that would quote unquote help me the most or be fun to have. But I don't, you know what I mean? There's not a lot that I need right now. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. You did good, Mom Allen. Don't, I had to help Matthew. He has a fine dad. Yes. Dad was very helpful as well. Oh, I had help with Matthew. Yes, this is true. Don't tell my mom I'm almost 40. How could I be 40 when she's only 26? Do I have any Cayman Jack margaritas? No, I haven't. I've kind of given up the pre-mixed drinks for a while. Oh, I say that, but I had a couple Bacardi Coke cans yesterday, actually. But I've definitely stopped with the beer for a while. Oof, that was a lot of beer down in Montana. But no, I don't have any Cayman Jack. You know who might? Lindsay might still have some. I had to take square dancing in gym. Yeah, way back when. Yeah, I had to do that too. I remember doing dance in gym. That's how they could get away with it. It's physical activity. Just do it. Okay. 29. Oh, sorry. Excuse me, Mom. How's my banana hammock? It's doing pretty good. It's full of candy. It's like the new candy drawer, although in basket form. I don't know. I need a Quigley convert. No, I don't. Lucky needs work. That's definitely what Lucky needs. I got to get her into a shop. I have a Pitman arm, an idler arm, and I think 2 lower control arms that I would like to get installed. Because the one thing for sure, she also needs new transmission cooler lines. She's needed those since the day I bought her, but it's almost 3 years on. Well, it's over 3 years since I bought her. They didn't get any better. They're not like Wolverine and Deadpool. They don't have a healing factor. So those need to be replaced, probably even more so now with all of the towing that she's been doing. But those front end components, I need to get her into the shop and get those installed. Those were sent to me by Vernon forever ago. I was going to do them myself, but then back surgery and all of that stuff happened. And the reason I'm pretty sure I need them now is because when I'm doing that drive to Mom and Dad's, any downhill descent with braking, there's like a violent shake, like really violent, that I can't keep my foot on the brake. I have to like kind of take it off, let her coast, gently apply the brake. But even then the violent shake comes back. Only going downhill. That tells me it's an alignment issue. So if I'm going to go get an alignment done, I might as well get those front end components on. I remember when I worked at the shop, we replaced a bunch of Pitman arms and idler arms. Those things are attached to the steering bar. And, I saw a lot of those go on the ambulances. So I imagine that might be part of my issue as well. And it'd be nice to just have new parts in there. One less thing to worry about. But I definitely don't need a Quigley 4x4. Lucky ain't going off-road anytime soon. Okay, sorry, I got way behind there. Can I sing? No, not well. Have I tried the yogurt on? I'm not a big fan. Ooh, off to the in-laws. Oh, my sympathies, Jackie. Have fun, have fun. Holy crap, a blast from the past. Ninja Boo Kitty in the van. How you doing, my dear? Welcome to the live chat. I hope you're having a very awesome weekend. Lovely to see you here. Hope you've been well. I may want to check my rotors. It could be, but when I had my winter tires swapped back to my shitty Wrangler Duratracks, they said the brakes were fine. They did a complimentary brake inspection. You can take that for what it may be, but I also just did my brakes and rotors last year, so it really shouldn't be that, but it could be part of the problem. Absolutely. Okay, I tossed out the 10 loonies I had earlier, found 6 toonies I can spare. That's 10 for you. This 12 is for Penelope. Penny, we got $12 to go spend on your fat butt. You ready? Let's do it. Thank you very much, Dave. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much for being here, Lynn Valenti. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Glenna Russell is here. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, that's what if I had a nickel, Stacy. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I'm new and watched a few videos with your cats. Where is Stella? Unfortunately, I had to have Stella put down last August. There's a couple videos about it here on the channel, that whole process and everything. But I have her paw print on a necklace, which I usually wear. I'm not currently wearing it because I have a nickel allergy. So you'll see me wearing it more in the winter when I have a t-shirt on. Because when I wear it with these sorts of shirts, I tend to get a rash here. But that's what happened to Stella. Oh, I ever tried yogurt on my cereal? No, but I like granola. Like granola cereal, I used to put that in. I wouldn't, I did it with, what did I do it with once? I think I did it with, I want to say Shreddies. It was all right. It was Raisin Bran. It was fine. It wouldn't be like my go-to. Lucky Beth, hello, hello. Welcome to the live chat. We miss you too, Ninja Boo. We're still trying to fight the good fight as best as we can. Yeah, it was unfortunate. That's one of the hard parts of being a pet owner, but it's also, you got to make that call. You kind of make that as a kind of binding contract when you adopt them or purchase them in that case. She was my only cat that I ever got from a pet store, and she was a weirdo. I blame it on that. Every other one was like rescued or adopted or whatever. Justina Ward, hello, hello. Welcome to the live chat. I know, I can't believe it's been a year either, Lisa. Hello. Welcome to the live chat, my dear. I think you've been here for a while, but I didn't say hi to you officially. My apologies. Does Penny use her litter box okay? I saw a few videos where she went elsewhere and near your head. Oh, no, she's never gone bathroom near my head, ever. She's thrown up close to me, but never a number 1 or a number 2. Let's get that straight, Jeremy. She uses the litter box just fine. Chocolate Smoothie says, hi, Matthew. Wife and I are debating what color your Jeep is. Please clear this up for us. My Jeep is yellow-green. I bet you one of them thought one and the other thought the other. It's actually officially from Jeep. The color code is high velocity yellow. And I got that because Brooklyn's favorite color is yellow. Well, it was. I don't know if it still is. She said purple the other day. And I was like, well, it's the opposite of yellow, so that's fine. I would have gotten a purple Jeep. That would have been dope. Had it been available, though, at the time, I probably would have gone with the orange. Oof, that would have been great. Michael Barclay says, how are the wildfires? Are they getting any better? Is my mom still here? She'd be the one to ask. Thank you, Ninja Boo. That's very kind of you to say about me raising Stella. I do appreciate that. Good night, Pauline Green. Thank you for stopping by. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. So this is interesting. So Alberta and Stella says, Matt, coat Stella's paw print medallion and a few coats of clear nail polish or a clear spray for coating jewelry. That way you can wear the necklace. So oddly enough, Jackie Lucky Angel at the Patreon meetup did just that for me. She coated it with clear nail polish, and she actually took her time and did a really good job thoroughly. And it's unfortunately, it still happens. So obvious, either it's like one of the most powerful forms of nickel ever known to man, or I'm allergic to her clear nail polish. So I don't want to continue to put stuff on it because you can tell that there's a coat on it, not in a bad way, just a little bit, right? And It's okay. I don't mind as long as I have it, right? I guess like I could wear it on my wrist and it would hang down. I used to do that when I was in high school. I had a necklace or whatever. I'd wrap it around my wrist and I'd just have the pendant dangling here. My dogs are goth from South Calgary. Welcome to the live chat. Thank you for being here. Oh, you betcha. I was waiting for you to come back, Shabby Chic. How is my back? My back is way better than it was a year ago, but I still got a lot of pain and discomfort in it, right? But I can walk and I can stand upright and I can pick Brooklyn up, which is the most important thing. I guess we're both right. Yeah, exactly. 3 years in, do I have any regrets living in the van? Ooh, it all comes down to no, I don't. I really don't. My van life was born out of desire, necessity, and I guess that's it. I guess those are really only the two real options. But no regrets. I've had a great. I mean, let's get serious. I would still be doing it even if I wasn't having the amount of success that I'm having on YouTube. But I bet you it would be a little bit more difficult for me. I bet you I would probably have more down days. I would, want to throw the towel in a little bit more frequently. Doesn't mean I necessarily be able to do it because if anybody's ever looked at the rental market or buying a house right now, it's insane. But I'm not ignorant to the fact that because I've had such success here on YouTube, that has definitely made it a lot more enjoyable and easier for sure. But no, I got no regrets. Dave Fest. Hello. I've arrived. The party can get started. Well, all right then, sir. Sorry. It's nice that my mom checks in on me. Yes, it is. Steve Waldner from Saskatchewan. Hello, sir. Welcome. How come I'm not sitting in the captain's swivel seat? I just wanted a different background for the live stream. I've been sitting there the last few live streams. And it's just, I haven't done anything with that area to kind of make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. I'll probably move there later in the live stream if I get too uncomfortable. But I'm in my camping chair right now and I'm waving my new brush around. Life is good. You lost a ring, you definitely lose a necklace wrapped around your wrist. You'd be surprised, Debbie. He still ignores my comments. I'm so far behind, Kevin. Just, stop being such a baby. Have I had any speeding tickets? I haven't gotten a single speeding ticket. You say you notice that I drive real fast, but did you know that depending on the focal length of the phone, I can make it look like I'm going faster or slower? Did you know that about photography? So I'm probably not going as fast as you might think I am. Borealis Knights, thank you very much for the gifts, my man. I appreciate that. Hello, Marla M. Welcome to the live chat. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend, my dear. It looks like it would tickle. Depends on where you put it. All right. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Jeremy. As I said on Patreon, you're a huge inspiration for staying close to your daughter and being in her life. I salute you for that. Thank you. I mean, that's the thing. Like, there was never any other option. Like, I was never not going to be in my kiddo's life. I hate the way it went. I hate the way it played out. I hate the fact that we're not a family, but it's the way it was meant to be. Unfortunately, regrettably, for sure. And that's probably like the worst thing I could have been facing in my life, honestly. But I didn't have a choice. I had to face it, and I had to behave the way I'm supposed to behave. And I love my little girl so much, and I wouldn't change a thing with the life that I have with her. I think it's really good that she's getting different experiences, much to the chagrin of other people. Have I ever tried Organic Magic Spoon cereal? Can't say that I have. Your mattress is comfy. Jackie just wants everybody to know that she laid on my bed. She was at my Patreon meetup, and during a sneak peek of my van, she decided to just traipse in here and flop on it. Yes, she did. It's okay. I still haven't like broken it in properly. I've gone through. Is this my third? Yeah, this is my third mattress because I gave one to Clint. I still have one more I got to get rid of. Um, actually, if there's anybody local, never mind. Wait a sec. At the Bob Choco community and didn't have one himself. I know this because he just got that same gift back from me. Weird. It's all random. I don't know. You can gift subs without having a member. You can gift memberships without being a member, as far as I know, and it's just randomly distributed. So you just had elbow surgery a month ago and it still hurts. Give it some time. My back still hurts. Not necessarily from the surgery, but I'm close. I'm closing in on a year, so yeah. You give it a while. You'll get better. There are those that are made for van life and those that aren't. Not everyone is suited to being a nomad. Just as sticks and bricks is not for everyone. 100%. 100%. And I can comfortably do both. That's why I enjoy getting hotels when I do with my little girl or when I go out and stay with my parents. Like I go back and forth quite easy. And each time here's the interesting fact for me though. And I'll be sad to see this go when it goes permanently. Not that it will be ever permanent, but like exclusively. When I'm out at my parents for an extended stay, I'm always super excited to get back into the van. Like if I don't sleep in the van when I'm out there, if I'm there with Brooklyn and we're sleeping in the house, when I get back in the van after an extended stay like that, I'm super excited. I don't get like super excited to stay inside at a hotel or at my parents' house in that same way, which I think still speaks to how happy I am with my life doing this. And it's my little tiny home. This is the home that I built for myself and I love it. And it's so comfortable, but I absolutely understand that it just wouldn't be for some people. I'm happy that I'm a chameleon, that I don't hate one or the other. It's very fortunate for me, I suppose. What am I air frying tonight? Not necessarily anything, Susan. We shall see what happens. Hello from Oregon. Have you ever visited my state? Rainforest, desert, and coast, all in one state. Yes, I've actually been to Oregon. I drove through it with my entire family. Driving through Portland was the worst ever. Worst drivers in the entire world. I had to drive our family's Astro van, entire family, on board through that insane city with roads flying everywhere and nobody giving a shit about anybody else. I hated it. But the state itself was beautiful. I did enjoy Oregon. We went over to, is it Gold Coast? Is that still in Oregon? That's where we stayed. It was called Gold Coast. I think that's in Oregon. It was very pretty. I would love to go back there, actually. That whole western side, like Washington and Oregon, all the way down to the Redwood Forest of California. Mwah! Chef's kiss. Thank you, Lucky Beth. I appreciate that. Have I ever been to Australia? No. Your spiders are way too big. Oh, that was me leaving in the Jeep, Sheila. Shut up. Have I ever been in a collision? I've been in no, I would say fender benders. I've been in 2 fender benders. One in my Prelude, but that was like horrible driving conditions. And I was on Deerfoot, which if you're not familiar with Calgary, that's where all the crazy people drive. We love it. It was whiteout conditions, and I lost control, and I saw that I was gonna rear end somebody, so I just threw my car into the median to avoid it, and then somebody rear ended me. And then years after that, I was in my Wrangler, and it was like the lightest bump. Again, it was black ice, and I tried to hit my brakes, didn't do it soon enough or too hard, and I ended up rear-ending somebody. Those are the 2 times I've ever been any sort of like fender benders. Nothing with Lucky or Grace. Knock on wood. What is the camera I use? I use my iPhone 15 Pro Max, and some shots are still done on the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and I don't have a drone. What are you talking about? Do I still use my Future Matthew Problem notebook? Yes, I do. Actually, I say that. Oh, yeah, it's in the back here. Oh, I can't reach it. It's in one of the nets. But yes, I do have that still. Oh, got to go see a neurosurgeon for your neck. Well, hopefully it's all good things. I started PT last week and now my back is as bad as it was before surgery. Yep, starting of PT, Kevin's the worst. Touristique to Canada, 10 plus years in van life. Yeah, Dixon's having a huge short sleeve sale right now. Well, your ankle's just now trying to get better, and that was May. Yeah, that's about right. I'm glad it's starting to get better, Cam. Okay. I miss being in my van when I'm in my house, right? Hey, there's one Aussie's adventure. I can't believe that I'm actually in the house. Hello, crazy cats. Hello, sir. How are you? Welcome back. I assume you're in the fair city of Calgary now. I saw you saying you were getting on a plane. Glad you landed safely. Unless you're still in the air. That'd be weird. What's the first barbecue sauce flavor I think of when you think honey garlic? I don't even know why. I don't even like it. I'd rather drink. You know the thing with chicken wings? I would love to eat hot wings. I can't stand spicy food anymore. Although I did have like mild buffalo wings a few weeks ago. Those are actually not too bad. I think if I go with mild buffalo, I'll go with mild buffalo or salt and pepper. Not that that's a sauce, but dry rub. Membership through watch hours on your phone. Just wondering because I don't see a join button. I'm not sure. On your phone, you might have to go to my channel, and then where it says like videos and community, you might have to swipe over. I'm not 100% sure, Trace. Sorry. I can't help you any more than that. Atomic has the same feelings about Portland, right? Try driving downtown Portland with a trailer on a weekend. No, I will not be doing this. Gold Beach is on the southern Oregon coast. Yeah, that makes sense because we came down, we stayed in Spokane, then we drove down, then we cut over to the coast. Makes sense. If you guys haven't clicked the like button on this video, if you have the ability to do so, I would greatly appreciate it. Apparently, it goes a long way in helping the channel and all that good stuff. If you're having a good time, I mean, why not? Somebody was texting me. Why is my phone going off? Is that Kevin? He usually sends me a message. It wasn't. It's literally Dixon saying time is running out. It's in America for that freaking sale. Do I think I'll get another cat? Not while I have Penny. I really highly doubt it. There's like a 0.01% chance I get another animal while I still have Penny. She's enjoying being the solo queen that she is. Colin asks, I'm about to install my solar input through my van roof. Did you use a rubber plastic gasket around the raw metal edge? I'm worried about it rubbing the wires in half. What you need to, where did I put that? Oh, it's in the back. You need to use a gland. You got to get a gland. That'll solve your problem. Because then with a gland, you cut a square in your roof, and then the wires come through waterproof like grommets, and then they just come down, and they're protected by the shell of the. Just Google it. Google gland or like solar cable gland, and then all you do is you just put some lap sealant or silicone around the edge of the gland to seal that up. Then you don't have to worry about the wires. The gland keeps the wires away from the jagged metal, so you don't have to worry about it. That's what you need. Ninja Boo Kitty showing us support. See, even she knows. Let's get some more likes. That would be great. Sorry, I know I'm probably far behind again, aren't I? Yikes. Do I have a DJI Osmos 3? I do not have a DJI Osmos 3. Whoa. Ooh, Sweet Baby Ray's. Oh, you not like that? Like that's like store-bought barbecue sauce. Sure. Oh yeah, he asked for barbecue sauce, didn't he? Let's go with the keg. Keg sauce is good. Does Craze Outdoors sell Blue Eddy products? They do not. No, I don't think they do. I think they only sell EcoFlow and Jackery. EcoFlow and Jackery. Oh yeah, garlic parm is good sauce. You're not wrong about that, Carol. Am I able to keep my roof vents open in the rain? This one, yes. This is the one where that allows that. The one in the rear, no. Don't get your rear wet. Road therapy, you asked this earlier, and I guess you didn't hear my response. It's working out real well. I talked all about it and everything. Apologies. It always made sense to me to have my home with me wherever I go. At any point when I get tired, I can simply pull over, crawl in back and sleep. I can have a different view every day if I choose. 100%. There's got a huge appeal to it. Absolutely. And the people that don't get it, they get it. That's just, the way it is. Do you have trouble with odd smells in the van like a mustard? No. There's an odd smell in the back. I don't know how to explain it. It kind of smells like epoxy, which doesn't make any sense. I have a little thing of epoxy, but it's in a Ziploc bag inside another Ziploc bag inside a reusable Ziploc bag. So it's not that. I've sniffed the bag and I can't smell it. So, but every now I'll open it. It's just right at the back. So I have no idea where that's coming from. And I cleared out both drawers today and tried to find something. Couldn't do it, but mustard, no. Will I ever bring back the subscriber story videos? I suppose if I started getting them again, but I guess it's on me to shout out and ask for them. Yes. I could see myself doing that. Oh, yeah, no problem, Carol. The speakers are super easy. Even if you have to add those little ends that I did, not a problem at all. I'm glad it was helpful. Would I consider, 2 tiny homes, one near parents and one near but I and same as Brooklyn's mom? What? Like 2 tiny sticks and bricks homes? Or what do you mean? Elaborate. Vicky Martin, enjoy the rest of your weekend as well. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, you'll take honey garlic as my answer. Damn it! Don't hold me to that. Mild Buffalo. Yes, she is a lefty. Do my family mind when I film them? Just Steph. Just my sister-in-law. That's why I don't do it as often. But when I do it, I really make a big deal out of it. No. I've had a camera in my hand pretty much since I was 11, so they're all used to it. Jacori, excuse me. Alive on a Saturday? To what do we owe the honor, sir? I had a bad day yesterday, and I started filming a vlog instead of going live, so here we are today. If I had to choose between VTOMAN or EcoFlow, which would you choose looking for best bang for my buck? I would go with EcoFlow. I think in my experience, I've had 0 issues with my EcoFlows. Whereas with VTOMAN, again, no huge issues. But on both of my VTOMANs, I've had a single USB-C port just completely stop working, and my friend's cigarette lighter stopped working on theirs. But by and large, you get the VTOMAN's more affordable. You know what I mean? So if cost is a concern, definitely go with VTOMAN. It'll get you through. But EcoFlow's just got a better ecosystem because you got the app where you can see all of your items that you have. They all kind of talk to each other more or less. It's all very synchronistic. If that's a word. And I really like them. I'm thinking about in a future build of some sort, whatever I do, I'll probably do exclusively EcoFlow and get that 800 watt EcoFlow alternator charger because it just seems so simplistic and easy to do and just completely remove 12 volt batteries altogether. So that's my answer on that. Do I ever think I'll get a rooftop AC? They take a lot of power. They require a lot of power, so I don't know. I mean, so does the Wave 2. It's basically useless. I mean, it's on fan mode right now. But as an actual air conditioner, they're such power hungry hogs. How you doing, Blair? Lovely to see you, sir. You need so much more power to run them, or you need to be plugged in, which is next to impossible in the city. Thank you for being here, Mitch. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Boop. Bobtailed trucker. Can I show this from here? Nope. Hang on. Where did that go? Must be down here. I haven't gotten to it yet. Hello. There it is. So I'm way behind everybody. Some Chevrolet vehicles with the V8s have an antifreeze smell from the tailpipe when running. Yeah, that's not it, because I smell it even when Lucky's not running, unfortunately. But thank you for the super chat. Hopefully we get to the bottom of that soon. Kenan, thank you for becoming a YouTube member, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah, EcoFlow for sure. I have a high top fan. Do you think it's a good idea to install a vent fan in a fiberglass top? I mean, it's good to have a fan. So I don't see it might actually be easier to do in, sorry, I can get that off there, in fiberglass than it would in sheet metal. I think it's a good idea to have a fan no matter what. So, yeah. That would be my suggestion. So I'm trying to play catch up with all of this. Am I still using the Osmos Pocket? I haven't used it in a while. I still have it. It's in my arsenal for sure. Waiting for the right moment to like pull it out. Yeah, if I had a nickel. But I do still have it. The Frontier Motel burned down? No. When was this, Don? Oh no. It must have been like within the last week. I just drove through there. I didn't notice. I'll have to check that out when I drive by there next weekend. Yikes. Hope nobody was hurt. Have I heard about Patriot's electric generator? Can't say that I've heard about that, Kev. No, sir. I had to cut my husband's hair. What did I miss? Hopefully the rest of him. Couldn't help myself, but poof. DIY Warren, yes, having systems you need to be plugged in really need to be weighed out. Yeah, that's true. Let me see this. Kimberly O'Brien, thank you very much for the super chat, my dear. Have you seen the mini split air conditioners that they have now? I saw somebody that has one and they use their EcoFlow to run it. Mini split air conditioners. No, never even heard of that. I'll have to look that up. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Kimberly. It's hard to the air conditioning thing is such a hard thing to figure out, especially for where I am, because the intense heat is such a small part of the year here, right? That it's just you got to be careful with what you invest in and how much of a footprint it's going to take up inside the van for how little you're going to use it, right? So I will definitely check those out and see. I was talking to Jeremy the other day, and apparently Zero Breeze, the Mark III, is going to be able to run straight off solar, which looks pretty cool. And it looks like to be a little smaller than the Wave 2. I've never seen one in real life, but I'll have something to keep my eye on as well, the Zero Breeze Mark III. I wonder if it's much cooler, will not smell the epoxy smell. I sure hope so, Tracy. What time is it here? It is 7:19 p.m. Ooh, 2:30. Go to bed, says Melissa. Okay, I want to play catch up with the chat here, everybody. Oh. Mini splits are AC and heat. Oh, so like the Wave 2. Okay. Interesting. Have I ever been harassed by young people at night? No. I've harassed some young people at night, though. They had it coming. Mild buffalo with ranch is a good mix. We got to stop talking about this. I'm going to have to order buffalo wings. I am actually getting chilly. I may have to close or turn the fan off at the back. I love that the weather is taking a dip, you guys. Oh, my goodness. It is such a nice break for me. Ugh. I don't trust any of them after the Wave. Yeah, Carol had a bad experience with her Wave, too. I just watched the Conjuring movies and Annabelle. Well, you could have stopped at Conjuring 2 and not watched anything else and had a really good time. I really hope it's not long before the 12-volt Starlink is available in Canada. There's a 12-volt Starlink. That's cool. I mean, I guess it was time. Please, somebody talk to me about memberships. I want to know the cost, and I want to know the advantages of being a member. Oh, I can give you a quick shout out on it. It's not a big deal. It's just a way of showing additional support for what I'm doing here on YouTube, because a lot of people just wanted me to have YouTube memberships. For those that have been paying attention, the one person who really wanted YouTube memberships isn't even on this freaking live stream. I don't know where she is. But it's $5 a month for membership. That's it. It's $5 on YouTube. And you get not a lot. You get little icons in the chat, the little colored clovers that will change color the longer you're a member. And every now and then I put exclusive posts up on YouTube, but it's more beneficial to be on my Patreon for actual exclusive content. So that's about the rundown of those. The memberships exist for those that want it, and the people that like to gift them. And I can see myself doing a few more exclusive membership posts on YouTube, but it will most likely always be the same stuff that you see over on Patreon as well. That's my sales pitch. Tiered memberships? No, there's no tiered memberships. Not on anything really. There's only $5 on YouTube. I didn't create any tiers because, again, I knew I wasn't going to be doing a bunch of different stuff. I already do, like, on Patreon, there are multiple daily updates you get from me. I'm very active over on my Patreon with that community. They are always up to date with almost everything that I'm doing, unless there's something I really don't want to be a spoiler for the vlog. I want them all to experience with the rest of the community. But by and large, that's where all of the stuff is. And there's tiers over there, but the tiers are all the same. It's very much a just pay whatever you want over on Patreon. The tiers are just like convenience for how much you might want to pay a month. Patreon starts at $1.50 American per month and goes all the way up to whatever you want to spend per month, honestly, really. And the nice thing about Patreon, and a lot of people don't seem to know this, is that Patreon is actually 100% separate from YouTube. So the cut that Patreon takes is minimal. It's like 2% or something ridiculously small like that, whereas YouTube takes 20 to 30%, right? 40% of memberships, I think, or something. I can't remember what it is. It's a lot. I mean, YouTube provides a lot to the content creators, sure. But the nice thing is that if I start to have hiccupy days on YouTube, which have been happening a little bit more frequently, much to my chagrin, part of the bad days I've been having, although small part of them, I still have kind of Patreon to lean back on, right? It's like, think of Patreon like paying for the content that you're getting. You know, like it's like, oh, you're paying for a Netflix subscription, but on a different platform. But you still get the videos for free on YouTube. And if YouTube ever craps out, or if there's any ever nonsense that happens because of the way of the world or anything, there's always horrible nightmare world-ending stuff going on when it comes to YouTube and content creation, especially with those. Excuse me, the rum is getting to my voice box. Those bills that were passed, Bill C-11 and stuff. If ever I'm not able to do it on YouTube, you can bet your ass I will be uploading. I will still be doing my vlogs, and they will be going right to Patreon. Just so everybody knows. In the same breath, Jill, thank you for joining YouTube memberships. I appreciate you, my dear. What's new, Matthew? Not a lot, Helen. What's new with you? This shirt's new. It's got a bunch of bottles on it. Bootlegger. This Yeti mug's new. And yes, it's that's the thing, is you don't know, not everybody can afford that in their budget, especially with the way the world is these days. So just keep watching the videos, like, comment, share, just like Sharon said. I keep calling her Sharon, but for what you guys see, it's Preparing the Bride Faith Outreach. She's a big supporter over on my Patreon. If you can't afford it, that's fine. Just keep watching the videos. Keep watching, like them, leave a comment, even if it's just to say hi or thanks or whatever. That helps out, because it's like everybody's like, oh, it's great to see that your subscriber numbers are growing and you got more subscribers, and that is great. It's really nice to see that grow. As a content creator, that's like the proverbial carrot you're always chasing, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't mean as much as just views, right? So just as long as people are watching the videos, that is all good. Boop. Yes, and yeah, that's true. I got to talk to everybody on Patreon. I guess it doesn't matter, because with existing Patreon people, it doesn't matter. But Apple is laying some smackdown with Patreon for new people soon. So I'm going to have to increase my costs on Patreon, but only for new members. So you're already on my Patreon. What I've been told is you don't have to worry about it. But anybody who wants to join after November, I'm going to have to increase it because Apple takes like 30%, I think, from subscriptions on the App Store or something. Not 100% clear on that. I still have to do my reading so I understand all of it. But there will be price increases on Patreon. So, are most Walmarts in Calgary continuing to allow overnight camping? I would say by and large, no. There's not a lot of Walmarts that still allow it exclusively. Oh, I appreciate that, Mark. Watching the reruns. How many Dixons do I have? Just the one between my... I'm just kidding. I don't know. So a membership does not give you a free ride and fry. I can't. It was funny though, Silent Witness. So a membership does not give you a free ride in Lucky from Calgary to Banff. Well, I mean, if I just happen to be going to Banff, maybe if we've got room, you're going to have to contend with Penny though. If she's sitting in the shotgun, you're on the bet. All right, moving right along. Okay, so this is like a new thing that just happened, Dave. I got an email from Patreon saying that this is something that's happening in November. So in order for Patreon to keep their app available on the App Store and for people to buy, like, you know how it's like get the app for free, includes paid content or whatever for most apps or whatever. I guess Apple is now saying that Patreon can no longer just exist on the App Store and run their own subscriptions. I guess that's what they were doing, and Apple wasn't making any money. So now they're saying that you're going to have to. We're going to get 30% of your subscriptions if you want to keep your app on the App Store. So it's not going to affect Android users, only Apple users, but only new people that sign up on iOS. That's like as far as I understand it so far. So like Patreon has to pay Apple. So it's not Patreon that has to, I guess it is Patreon that has to pay them, but it's each individual content creator. And like we're given two options. We can either raise our prices or we can absorb the 30% and pay Apple kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like it'd be an automatic thing. It's not like I would be paying Apple, but you saw it here first. He said it. You said it. Can I get that on a plaque? I want a plaque. Broken Nomad said I was correct. I saw it. Stream's over. We're done. I'm just kidding. Apple always putting their ham in the apple basket. Well, you don't get to be as big as you are just by being nice. It was actually Carol was saying that to me the other day on Patreon, or actually wasn't saying it to me, but she was saying it in comments on my post. She's like, "No more Mr. Nice Guy. You guys start getting paid for what you do." Because we were talking about YouTube income and everything and how it sounded like it doesn't matter. It's a long-winded story, but she was just saying, Revita should be sponsoring you and not just free tea. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I appreciated that, Carol. It was nice of me. It's true. It's the world we live in. You want to make money? You got to make money. You got to demand it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I know this it doesn't happen a lot, but I've heard of a few YouTube creators that have gotten like so much flack or whatever for XYZ reasons. They've exclusively moved to Patreon, right? That's just where they do it now. That's not anything that's going to happen for VanlifePLUS in the immediate future, but no, you would never give Apple money, right? But if you signed up on iOS, whether you're on a Mac or whatever, I don't know. Honestly, I don't have answers when it comes to browsers. But I would imagine it's for people that are using the app on iOS devices like the iPad, the phone, or a MacBook if you downloaded the Patreon app, if that even exists on the App Store on the Mac. I don't know. Yes, it exists as a web page, but the web page, by and large, is not as friendly an experience. It's probably better now that the lens clips are gone. Back in the day, like last year, I was able to do lens clips, which were essentially Patreon's equivalent to Instagram stories, right? It's something that I could post. It'd be like 30 seconds max, and it would stay on my Patreon account for 24 hours, and then it would just automatically go away. And those were way better to experience on a mobile device. A lot of people couldn't even get them to work on the browser, but Patreon got done away with those anyway. So I will never switch over to Android. And I love my Apple devices too much. Can you share the story reason behind the names you gave to Lucky and Grace? You, sir, need to watch the Chapter 1 finale. That's what you need to go back. Actually, watch the whole Farewell series. You'll love it. It was the last 6 videos that led to me living in the van full time. But and Grace is just the Irish pirate queen, Grace O'Malley. I wanted her to be named after that fiery redheaded pirate captain, even though she's bright yellow green. But I will leave Lucky's name as a mystery for you to find on the videos. How's the whiskey? I don't know. The whiskey's gone. I'm not drinking whiskey. When all the whiskey's gone, whiskey's gone, whiskey's gone. Yeah, if you go into my playlists, Jeremy, you can I've actually broken it down. You've got chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chapter 1 is Reboot Your Life. Go into that playlist and just scroll all the way to the bottom. And the last 6 videos are all called Farewell. They'll have yellow borders. It's very obvious. It is one story of me leaving my childhood home and then moving my parents to BC, and that leads me to living in the van full time at the beginning of chapter 2. I like those videos a lot. I like them so much. I actually re-released them. There's a long play somewhere. That's not in a playlist though. That would be much harder to find. Just to give you something to watch later. El Blanco the Second, or is it just El Blanco 2? My throat's revolting against the white rum, right? What the heck? So you give me spiced or nothing. Oh, thank you very much for that shout out. I appreciate that. Any more thoughts about moving out of the van into sticks and bricks? Well, I talked about this earlier. It's not going to happen anytime soon. I mean, if I'm being honest, if I won the lottery tomorrow, you can bet your ass I'd be buying some place for me and my kiddo. But it's just a goal right now. Like that's going to be my goal. And I will talk about it officially on the vlog. I'm still telling a story. We still got plenty of years to come before like anything happens in terms of my storytelling stuff. But I definitely want something out of the city, but still easy to get to. Place that I could like call my home. I talked about this early in the vlog, or in the live stream, so I won't dwell on it too much. But I just want to I think it's a great goal for me to set for myself to be able to buy a home by myself in this day and age. So that's where that's at right now. Thank you for asking. I do appreciate it. Well, that I'm just going to keep a tiny little secret. Come on now. Yeah, exactly. Every time I have a PC, it craps out on me too. Bobtail Trucker says, my van's name is to be determined until I decide to start cobbling. Where'd it go? Content. I saw content. Together on my dead channel. Speak of the devil. There is the So Cozy covers. Polly, how you doing, darling? Yes. If you buy covers, Polly will send you cookies. We had that happen. We had that question asked a while ago. How do I get some of those cookies you were eating? You got to get the covers, and then the cookies are a perk. Also, hello. I hope you guys are having a fantastic time. Clearly, that's her husband. I feel like the worst ever. I always forget your name. It's so simple, and I'm such a terrible person. But your wife makes delicious cookies, so it's easy to remember her name. You know this. You married her. Okay. Wait a second. I saw something about somebody saying something about chapter 6. Any van meetup in late October? Probably not. That's an old question. How often do you have to clean out your fridge? Not often. I just did it once. You'll see that in an upcoming vlog next week. I did it last time I was in BC. That's the first time I cleaned out this fridge. And it's only because the freezer started to get smaller. Oh, there we go. I say chapter 6 would be that time, and to end the chapter and a new one with Brooklyn on sticks and bricks. Ooh, it's almost like somebody pays attention. 6 seasons in a movie. Thanks, Ray. We just got to get through the rest of this and next chapter. Next chapter is going to be chapter 5 is it, in certain sense of the story I have to tell from my life, from my past, about one of the biggest like destructions of my soul and reasons I moved into the van. That is chapter 5. I'm looking forward to it. Sounds great. Good times. If I met the right person, would I ever want a second kid? I don't know. It's a good question, Dave. I don't know. I'm getting no younger and I am getting no less broken. So that would have to be a pretty magical moment. Right now, no, definitely not. I'm so happy with Brooklyn being my number one. I don't ever want anything. I know that it would always be on me if it were to happen, but I wouldn't want anything to come in the way of her feeling like my number one. You know what I mean? I would never want her to feel like she's second fiddle. And I know like that would be on me to make sure she never does. But again, with the way I viewed life and what I wanted for myself, very traditional guy. We're going to get into that in the end of this chapter, but it sucks that it is the way it is, but I'm trying to make the best of the situation as it currently is, right? So I don't know that something like that would be the best for me. You don't need to name your van, but it doesn't hurt. Hard. Hard with a J. Hard. I'll do my best. Have I always had the fan covers or those new? No, I've had those for quite a while, Melissa. Yeah, those magnetic things that go over the fans. I've had those for a long time. Have I put dating on hold until you get into sticks and bricks? That's definitely not the goal or the reason or the thing that would allow me to start doing that again. But again, I'm focusing on what's more important in my life right now. And I'm telling a story about how I got to where I am. That's just not something that's like on the docket for me right now. So do I get many people knocking on the van to say hello? No, people are very respectful. I've had a lot more people reach out to me via like messaging somehow, either Facebook or Instagram, and saying, well, I saw you, but I didn't want to come knock. Your doors were closed. And that's perfect. Doors are closed and I'm nowhere to be seen. Don't come knocking. I'm not a very social person. So in those moments, I definitely don't want to be disturbed. But funny, today I was actually dealing with my power issues and I was doing laundry and a subscriber spotted me, pulled into where I was. This is Brian. And I got to meet him and his lovely wife, Nicole. It was actually a really nice experience. He was the one that wanted to come say hi, and they had their son in the back. And now it wasn't clear, so I'm not at fault for this, but I don't know if it was their daughter or their son's girlfriend in the back. But they're from Vernon, and he just stopped to say hi, and his wife got out and said hi. I should come and say hi. I'm Nicole. I got to be honest, I had no idea who you were. And I said, you know what? I get that a lot more than you might think, where it's just one person out of the couple that watches me. So it was really lovely. That was a very lovely interaction, right? And it didn't last too long. They were very pleasant and they had to be on their way. That was great. But I was out and about. I had the Lucky's doors wide open. In those situations, it's fine. But yeah, when the doors are closed, no knockies. All right? No knockies. How was Mr. Mike's in Vernon? As good as Mr. Mike's can be. It's tasty there. I like it. Yeah, if you need to know if So Cozy makes something for your specific thing, definitely hop over to their website and fill out the form, and you can see if they can help you out. They're very friendly people. I can't imagine they're going to make like window covers for a 1987 Honda Civic, but who knows? Maybe I don't know. I think it's probably more for vans, but no harm in going over there and dropping them a line and seeing what they can do for you. I appreciate that. Those are we started calling those the editor videos around these parts. I don't know who first said that. I don't think it was me. Maybe they're fun. People didn't like them though. Well, like I said earlier, people who liked them loved them. People who didn't like them hated them. You can't please everybody. That is a community reference. Dave nailed it. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I'm way behind again. I'm just going to catch up. If there's any questions asked, don't feel bad. Throw it in the chat again. I'll do my best to get around to it. Ooh, how cold is too cold for you in the winter? I hate heat down here in South Texas and love winters up north. Too cold for me? I don't know. I've never experienced that in the van. The most I've done, I think, in the van so far is like minus 40, low minus 40 is like 41, 42. And I've been fine. I like the cold. It's so much easier to warm up than it is to cool down, especially when you're a guy that runs hot like I am, right? So I prefer the winters as well. And you moved to Texas from Ontario. What does it matter with you? Yikes. Because you're not tacos. Nailed it, Ray. Lucky needs train horns. Could you imagine? Do I ever get lonely in the van? Yeah, I do. We can. I'll be candid about that. I do, but I don't as anywhere near as frequently as I imagine most people would. I know there's a lot of other people out there like me as well that are very like they're lone wolves as well. They like to keep to themselves. There are fleeting moments for sure. Again, to not harp on it, but like with my daughter and my lack of a structured family and everything, that weighs on me more, especially around the holidays. Like the Christmas video I was talking about, I was feeling it a lot then. These last couple of days, I've kind of felt that a little bit as well. But by and large, I like being alone in my van. It is my little escape from the world. I don't care what's going on outside. I can just be in here, and I'm very quite content. It takes a lot for me to actually feel super lonely. So, and I'm very fortunate for that because there's lots of people that it drives them nuts when they're alone. So I'm good when it comes to that for sure. Love the editor videos. Thanks, Dave. There is no bad weather, only bad clothes. All of Denmark. How's Penny? Do I ever think I'll get her a fur friend? Again, no, I'm not going to get another cat while Penny's still around. She's doing good. She's still sawing logs up in her bed. Oh, 100%, Melissa. I couldn't agree more. Winter is where it's at. I can't wait to tell summer to suck it, kick a rock, get off my lawn. You damn kids. Yeah, 100%. I've been saying that in the last couple of weeks. Just I'm so ready for fall. I love fall. I'm an October baby. I love autumn. It never sticks around long enough where I am, unfortunately. But the trees turning colors, it's flannel season, but you don't have to wear a jacket over top of it. The snow's not here yet, but it's nice and cool. Like that is probably perfect. I know it is for a lot. The larches! Let's get some pumpkin spice and go look at the larches. Like every other asshole. Do you know what I mean? Like it really is. I do love it. Probably because I grew up on it. I was off the street, but the main drag where I used to live, Willow Park Drive. So it's got this beautiful canopy of trees over top of the street from the trees on either side. And it just, I mean, every season's gorgeous, but the fall especially, when those leaves start to turn colors and just driving that street, it was just, oh, it just speaks to my soul. So good, so beautiful. But yeah, just fall never lasts long enough around these parts. I am sipping on white rum and pineapple pop. I'm never alone. I have Penny. This is true. And she's very talkative. Oh, thank you, Teresa. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you to offer. Hi, Matt. Have you ever been married? Tell Penny, Coco, and I say hello. Hey, Penny! Mary and Coco say hi. And no, I have never been married, Mary. Do I have to take Penny to the vet every so often? No. I only take her if she needs it. Sticks and bricks, but in the tiny home category. I don't know. If I'm being honest, I kind of have crazy dreams about a huge plot with like a huge house where I could have like my entire family come over for holidays and I could have a huge garage to put multiple vehicles in and be that asshole. But let me get back to your comment. Sticks and bricks, but in the tiny home category, would you consider one out near your family and another one near Brooklyn's current home? Oh, there we go. We finally got down to that. No, I don't think that I would do that. I think that would be a little bit of a stretch of my resources. I don't know. I think it works out better if I had a home here and then we just continue to have mobile homes like Lucky or whatever Lucky 3.0 might be to still continue to travel out and visit family. You know what I mean? And then go camping in as well. Because I'm never going to stop. I definitely love this. So let's talk about this for 1 second. I'm not going to scroll the chat because stealth camping outdoors has something I want to get to after this. If I do find myself in the position to get myself a plot of land like that, where I can have that crazy stuff, I can see myself doing a little bit more like what Mav does and getting other vehicles, maybe not buying crazy different vehicles to convert into homes, but I love the building aspect of it. I know at some point here, I'm going to get my hands on a cargo trailer and I'm going to build it out. At some point, I want to do that. At some point, I want to get a high top van and I want to build it out. I really do enjoy that process. I love learning from it. I love the building of it and figuring things out. Redoing Lucky reminded me how much fun I had doing it the first time. And the first time was such a learning experience because I had no idea what I was doing. That I would definitely continue to do stuff like that on the channel, right? Like VanlifePLUS might end up being like the saga of VanlifePLUS and how I went from losing my job and not having the family that I wanted and not being able to afford this, that, and the other thing and moving into a van. But then I got myself to this point. Like that's the VanlifePLUS saga. And then the channel just becomes Matthew Allen, content creator, like extraordinaire. Maybe not like that's a little much, but you know what I mean? Tangents. But anyways, let's move on because that's getting a little long-winded there. New to YouTube channel here. How much do you make in 1 month on YouTube? Honestly, it varies. My best month ever when shit took off was $10,000. That was before YouTube took their cut. That's when I had my huge video blow up. That was 2 years ago. Haven't had anything like that since. And then by and large, it fluctuates between $3,000 and $4,000 before deductions, right? Sometimes a little bit more, very rarely a little bit less, but there it is. That's the other thing about YouTube. There's never any hard, fast, clear cut. This is what it's going to be. And that's why it's frustrating when you have a video that's a dud. And we didn't really get into that too much later, but that was one of the things that was kind of gnawing at me. And as much as you think for YouTube that you're working for yourself, you're not. So I think diversifying is a good thing. And stuff like Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee or Locals or whatever, right? It's always good to have yourself not isolated to one thing. Not that you asked, but... What's my biggest problem living in the van during winter? The biggest problem is diesel heaters not working. Honestly, I love winter, so I think that's like it when it comes down to it. Like the biggest problem is when the diesel heater breaks. There's nothing else that's constant. Because if there's a constant problem, I solve it. Right? I don't want to live with constant problems. Planning to travel outside the States and Canada? Hello from the Caribbean. Yeah, I'm coming to the Caribbean in about 2 months. You got room for me? I don't have plans to do it. I would love to eventually, but there's nothing in the cards again because I'm part of my little girl's life, and it's so hard for me to be. That Montana trip was really rough, being away from her. I'm not gonna lie. My birthday is October 5th. Jennifer, fellow Libra. When you put the window covers up, are you able to shut the outside world out, or do you still hear everything going on out there? No, Lucky's pretty well insulated, actually. I can hear a few things, but it's very muffled and mumbled, especially when I close the fans. So it's not too bad. It's weird. You can actually, if you stand outside Lucky, you can hear stuff inside Lucky better than I can hear stuff on the outside when I'm in Lucky. I don't know. Very strange. Acoustics are weird. Why does your drink sound empty? Well, good. Get more ice going. Thank you for the reminder. That was a good idea. Make me ice, EcoFlow Glacier. Thank you. Who's going to clean my house? I can clean my own house. I am a made man. I am a responsible adult. You kidding me? And I just get a maid. No, I would not. When do we get the amber candle story? You're never going to get an amber candle story. The candle story is about the women that I was in love with and had relationships with. There is no amber candle story. Come on now, Dana. Calm down. If you get the truck and camper route, what kind of truck would you go with? So it's a great question, Sheila. I appreciate that. I was looking up trucks last week and just seeing. I would love a Toyota Tundra, but unfortunately, I would still want to be able to tow Grace. Now, the Tundra has really good towing capacity, something like 12,000 pounds, even the new ones, but their payload sucks. They could do, let's talk about the Scout campers, right? So Scout campers have four, well, they got five because they got the pop-up now, but they got four models, right? They got the Tuk Tuk, the Yoho, the Kenai, oh, sorry, the Olympic and the Kenai. Maybe those last two are reversed. I'm pretty sure the Kenai is the big one. And you couldn't, I would want the biggest one. I don't want a small, tiny camper. To me, that's like, oh, that's for going and camping, and that's not for living in full time. So I'd want the big one. I would want the Kenai. And the Tundra just, it wouldn't be ideal. Yes, I could like aftermarket the Tundra to try to increase the payload, but it never truly increases the payload, especially not legally. So put a pin in that. And Chevy's been really good to me. So I was looking at the Chevy Silverado HDs, right? The 3500 boys. I don't know that I go with a dually, but I'm not sold on diesel yet, although diesel would be the way to go. But there is gas options as well. So that's probably where I'm leaning to answer your question. Again, the long-winded way of doing it. I have not seen Ryan Toomey's new Japanese truck. I'm probably also saying his last name wrong. What was my best video moneymaker? My how I survive winter in a van on the Canadian prairies. It's almost got 1 million views. It's actually popping off right now, which is great. That video alone has made me almost $500 just this month, which is crazy because it's a 2-year-old video almost. But that's my biggest video, and I'm glad that's popping off right now because I've had 3 videos this month that have gotten great views that YouTube has paid me crap on. It's crazy. Hey, there's Leopard Girl. Oh, yeah, I didn't put anything on Patreon. My apologies, my dear. Welcome to the live chat. Thank you for being here. It's just like old times. Ninja Boo Kitty is here. You probably already know this because I'm way far behind. Sheila asked me how much gas and diesel I go through in a month. Well, I go through 0 diesel in the summer. Gas, I don't know. Honestly, I've never kept track of it, Sheila. A lot. But I don't have any rent or mortgage right now. So that's the benefit, right? 2021 Tundra, last of the 5.7 V8. Yeah, but the new V6 twin turbo eco shit goes just as well and can still haul. But again, it can't hold the big camper and tow Grace. Do I have halogen lights? No, Lucky's got LED headlights. How do you handle condensation in winter months when it's quite humid outside? So it's interesting that you asked that, Harj. Alberta is dry AF. Like a desert. Well, maybe not a desert, but there is no moisture here compared to where you are in British Columbia. So yes, I get condensation on the windows, sure. And when that happens, I get a little vacuum. Where is that? That better be in BC. I haven't seen it for a while. Damn it! But there's this little nifty vacuum that like vacuums the condensation off the inside of the window. But it never gets crazy inside the living space of the van. The diesel heater keeps things nice and dry in that regard. So all of those other like humidity condensation problems that I see other van lifers have that have run away to the magical land of Vancouver and Victoria, I don't have those. Do I ever think Dixon will sponsor me? I don't know. I'm not really trying to. Matthew, how do you deal with a company that reach out to test their product? I got one, but not sure if legit or not, and I'm not sure how to correctly respond. Oh, I don't know. I mean, if it's something that I want, then I'll just go through the motions. What's the worst that's going to happen? I give them an address, they send me a product. If they ask me for money, that's not real. If they ask you for anything outside of your address, it's not real. You just say, sure, I would love to feature you on my channel. What would you like me to do? Right? That's all you got to do, right? And congratulations, by the way. That's awesome, dude. I saw the How I Survive Winter again just today, right? Apparently, that's just how I need to word all my videos. How I Survive Winter in a Van. Every video this winter, that's what it's going to be called because apparently that's what people click on. Yeah, I mean, that's a great idea. And that's what I was just talking about, Dave. Lots of folks want to know how to survive winter over in a van. Perhaps you should do a new winter survival video this winter instead of another monster for you. I did that a bunch. I tried to recreate that a bunch even last winter. Nothing ever took off like that one did. For some reason, that one in the thumbnail with Lucky in the Winter Blizzard just took off. But I've never had Lucky in a Winter Blizzard since then. So I don't have the photo opportunity to get the thumbnail. I know I can use stock photos. That's stupid. But I've tried to recreate that exact same thing multiple times that year that it came out and last year. A couple lucky hits here and there for sure. A couple videos over 100,000 views, which is still great, and I'm very thankful for that. But yeah, capturing that lightning in a bottle, man, that is hard. And then there's that, right? Who wants to live in Calgary in the winter? Boom! Right, well, want is a strong word. That's a great question. Okay, so why, if you have good views, does sometimes YouTube not pay the big bucks? I would love to know that. It's all based off ad revenue. You get a certain amount per every 1,000 views. So when I see a video do really well, I got my emergency room video, I got like 14,000 views on. I've only made like $130 on that video because they decided to pay me like $8. Where other videos that don't have as many views, they'll pay me $35. I don't understand it. There's no rhyme or reason, and you have zero control over it. So we really shouldn't waste any more time trying to figure it out again, because this is it's the deep dark rabbit hole. I just realized I'm wearing one of the VanlifePLUS t-shirts I bought a long time ago. Still my fave, so soft. Oh, nice. Probably one of the OG ones from the spring store too. That's cool. Excuse me, that was a slurp. I'm still waiting for my ice. 10 more minutes. Would I get a rooftop tent for my Jeep? Probably not for the Jeep, no, because I've got my Yakima Space Cadet storage bin up there, right? But the Scouts do have an option for a rooftop tent, so maybe something like that would be fun for Brooklyn in the future if I do go the truck and camper route. For Grace, though, I don't know. Maybe, who knows? I will never say no to try anything. I don't know if the roof rack bars that I have currently would support a rooftop tent, though. I don't know if they're weighted or rated to that. So, never, maybe, but it's definitely not on my docket of like goals. This is fun. Have I ever asked someone at YouTube why there is such a difference with video earnings? Who am I going to ask at YouTube? That's a great question, Tacey. Also, that was Cranbrook. But who am I going to ask? If you were around when the channel got taken down, it was next to impossible to get anybody at YouTube to write me back. And that was with a huge problem. With things technically functioning the way they're supposed to, I can't imagine I'm going to be able to get a hold of anybody. So, no, to answer your question. What? Matthew, you were mentioned a couple weeks ago on the radio. Not by name, but the guy reached out to you with his questions. What are you talking about, Nikki? That's it. I have no idea what you're talking about. Am I aware of the impending 1 million view count on your winter video? Yeah, I was just talking about it. Let's go. Actually, I'm going to pull this up myself and just see what it's at, because it is my number 1 video. It's easy to find right now because it keeps getting pushed. So there it is. What are we actually at here? Total views. Look at that. Yeah, 967,000 views on that video. It's super cool to see. And because that video is getting pushed again, more people are finding the channel and subscribing. So don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Oh, clickbait drama titles seem to be a thing on YouTube. 100%. You can look at what just this week alone, right? Let's look at this, Nancy. If I look at my videos from this week, the 3 that did I do 3 or 4? I think I did 4 this week. Right? Yeah. So forgot it was there and I smashed it up. That was the first one. There was like, oh, this is the answer to all my struggles, chickpea and Dark Souls. And then stranded with a van that won't start, right? Like it's all stuff that happened in the video. So it's technically true. But then I do one, Van Life Canada on the road, making the most of it. And it did not do anywhere near as well. It still made a decent amount of money because for some reason YouTube said, sure, why not? But again, the views aren't there. People want drama. People get mad at clickbait, and I would get upset with clickbait as well, especially if it's a lie, right? If you're like, my van caught on fire, and then the video is just about me like at the beach having a good time in the lake. That's bullshit, right? But you got to have clickbait that's still true in some capacity. You know what I mean? I can tell somebody didn't watch my video because on that video where I took the starter out to Amber and the title of the video is like van or stranded with a van that won't start or whatever it was, they left a comment on the video saying, oh, it's about time you get a new van. Lucky keeps breaking down on you this chapter. I was like, okay, well, I don't understand why you're leaving this comment because number one, it's not my van. And number two, Lucky has not broken down once this chapter. Very strange. Very strange. Oh, I would like, yeah, the Appalachian Mountains over in Maine and down into Virginia. That would be great. Thank you very much, Dennis. I appreciate that. There's no per view. It's all per 1,000 views. So any of this, like, oh, is it true that it's 1 cent? I guess you could do the math if you wanted, but I don't get analytics like that, like per view. You get a certain dollar percentage per 1,000 views, and that number fluctuates from day to day as well. Be a Nikki Delventhal, take my shirt off. Nikki's got bigger boobs than I do. I can't just be taking my shirt off. Come on now. YouTube doesn't understand my raw talent. Thank you very much, Stacy. I appreciate that. I already ran the diesel heater actually when I was in BC. All systems are good to go, Lisa. Okay, I'm just gonna play catch up with chat here, guys. I'm way far behind. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that laggy. Okay. Deep freeze survival with a cat in a van, right? That's a good one. Oh, did Cam say he was leaving? Goodbye, Cam. Thanks for being here, dude. You have yourself a good sleep. You earned it. Yeah, I'd probably go with the gas version of the Silverado, honestly. I don't know much about diesel engines myself. And if they're more expensive to repair in general, well, there we go. You love your bad mouth. What Don? Where'd Don go? Nope, that's not it. Well, you were standing next to Lucky with that title, so I thought it was your van. Oh, was it you, Don? I was sitting next to Lucky. This was what I was trying to click on. What's the craziest offer that someone has sent you since you got on YouTube? The craziest offer? I haven't anything like outlandish. No, honestly, like that's kind of a boring response, but it's true. I've never had anything like newsworthy, worthy of reporting. Now there's a bug in here. Get out of here, you. Get away from my light. Kevin, how to keep your pussy from freezing in a van. All right, then. Damaris Rivera, my back is very sore. It's probably because I'm hunched over and slouching, but yeah, it's kind of sore, but it's all in all, it's good. Did I take any education on my mechanic job, like a formal course, or was it all on job learning? I learned most of what I knew from my grandfather, self-taught myself the rest, and then at that shop, I was continuing to learn before my back blew out. Where'd you come from, you little sucker? Everything's sealed up in here. But yeah, you get better miles per gallon with diesel for sure. I remember when I filled up the shop truck when I was at that job. I took it to the pump. It was a Silverado. Filled it up with diesel. Actually, it might have been a Sierra. Doesn't matter. And I saw the range pop up on the dash when I got back in. 1,200 kilometer range. I was like, oh, diesel. So you pay more at the pump for diesel, but you get to go further. A math you made me drink. Don't you put that on me, Dave. Hello, Musky Queen. How you doing? Hope you're having a good weekend. Am I planning to let my beard fill out during the winter? I don't know. I just shaved it, or well, trimmed it the other day. I probably not. I'm not the biggest fan of me with a large beard. And you gotta love yourself. Does Lucky have an engine air filter? Yeah, of course. Margot, thank you very much for that super sticker, my dear. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Thank you. My van home is a diesel. She must have like a Mercedes? Or did Ram make a diesel one? I think Mercedes is the only one that makes diesel, aren't they? We love your bod. Say it, damn you. Oh, thanks. Freaking emojis. We love your bod. Say it, damn you. What? If you get a product to review, how much they usually pay you? I've never been paid for a product I've reviewed. I've only ever just kept the product. I think. No, I've never gotten like any sort of monetary. I think I got, actually, that's not true. I think I did get a payout from EcoFlow for like sales, but I never get paid any money specifically to do the review. I have never done any sort of like sponsored video or anything like that on my channel. My ice is done. Nancy, BRB, bio break. Sutana Jackson, thank you very much. I appreciate you saying so, my dear. Pay more for fuel and oil changes. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, there's definitely a higher cost for maintenance when it comes to diesel, for sure. We also got the, got to put that DEF fluid in the newer ones. All these newer trucks need that DEF fluid, baby. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Give me a moment. Just filling up my Yeti with ice cubes from my refrigerator and my tiny home on wheels. Oh boy. Hey, Joe W. Life Adventures. How you doing? Welcome to the live chat, sir. Hopefully you're having a good weekend. Have I ever had what, Lisa? Have I ever had someone ask me to go on a TV show and talk about my life from before Sticks and Bricks to van life, and would you do it if they asked you? I never have had that question asked of me. I don't know. I guess I'd do it. Like an interview style thing? Yeah, maybe. What do I think of Keir Starmer? I don't know who that is. Hello, Renee Swanson. How are you, my dear? Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Happy Saturday night. Is that ice maker the best part of Lucky 2.0? Is it freaking up there, Debbie? I'm not going to lie. More pineapple. Get it in you. Right up to the rim. Now I can put my lid on. On a PC, what do you use for music? I use Artlist.io right now, and I use Final Cut Pro for editing. I'm on a Mac. PC sucks. Dodge ProMaster is front-wheel drive. It's correct. Where are these little bugs? I swear to God, if my pillows are covered in those bugs, I'm going to lose my mind. Yeah. Hey, Sean. How you doing, buddy? Yes, the swivel seat's up there, too. It is very nice. What am I watching on TV? I don't watch a lot of TV. I want to watch that Bad Monkey, though, that just started. It's a new Apple TV show with Vince Vaughn. Oh yeah, you gotta release all the episodes. I hate that these streaming services like just do it once a week. But what are you trying to prove? You are a streaming service. You are not a TV channel. We have moved beyond that shit. Just release the whole show. Okay, binging is a thing for a reason. I don't want to have to wait to watch The Boys. Right? As another example, Amazon does that with The Boys. So annoying. Just makes me want to wait till the whole show is out. But I'm not currently watching anything else on TV right now. I watched the other night. That new Netflix movie with Mark Wahlberg and Halle Berry, The Union. It was throwaway. It was fine. They did okay. It was entertaining enough. J.K. Simmons was underutilized. Criminally so. Sheila, thank you very much for the super chat, my dear. Thank you for making us all laugh and entertain us. Sadly, got to go cut my grass. Yeah, it's a great time. 8 o'clock. Go cut your grass, Sheila. Thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Oh, did they do that with the House of the Dragon? I don't watch that. Like, I wasn't into Game of Thrones or anything. I never watched that. But it's the same thing. If they do that, so just release the whole show. I want to watch it all. You know it's done. It's not like you're still filming the show, right? Like, give me a break. Did I find a replacement metal water bottle? Yes. Yes, I did. Check this out. Spoilers for an upcoming vlog. I decided to go with a white one. There's a whole story behind why I got the white one, but I did. Vince Vaughn married a Calgarian. Well, who did he marry? Not Alicia Cuthbert. She was from Okotoks, I think. Love the way you talk during the vlogs and make funny facial expressions. It's the most entertaining channel on YouTube. Oh, thank you very much, Jeremy. I appreciate that. That's definitely me channeling my inner class clown that I had when I was growing up, and my love for Jim Carrey. And my not giving two fucks about what people think about me. So I'm glad you enjoy the content. It's live. Anything can happen. Oh, there was no one famous that he married. Oh, okay. Is it dark out? It's not dark out here yet. Speaking of the TV, what about it? It's right there. What you talking about, Jackie? Oh, I know. And I know Amazon wants me to pay more money too, or watch ads. I just watch the ads. It's stupid. Dinner, snackies. I don't really need food. I had a big foot-long sub before the live stream, Sharon. So, I mean, I guess I could. I got this, like, hang on. I guess we could. I guess I could eat something. I got some very generous gift cards sent to me for M&M Meats. I picked up these little, like, individual deep dish pizzas just to try. That should be fine to do in the air fryer. I guess we could do that. There's no air fryer directions. It's just oven. Preheat to 375. Place pizza on a baking sheet and position in the center of the oven. Bake 20 to 22 minutes. So somebody do the math. If it's supposed to be 375 for 22 minutes in an oven, what do I do in my tiny little air fryer? Maybe I'll make pizza in the air fryer. We'll see. Uh-oh, Relevant Traveler doesn't like the M&M Meats pizzas. She says they're nasty as fuck. That's big. It means I'll probably like them. Oh, where is it? I was about to smack my computer. The stupid bugs are getting in again. How are you getting in? The fan's on exhaust. Heck. I'm done with summer. I need a deep freeze to kill all these little bastards. No, I just bought the pizza today. I haven't had it yet. Brian's having bear chili. Marty Mara is here. I watch videos every time. When did he break his TV? Everybody who's talking about me breaking my TV, that's on Patreon. They know about it. Another reason to be on Patreon. You stay up to date in real time. That video comes out on, I was going to say Monday, probably Tuesday at this point, if I stick to that new schedule of every other day. That's the one I'm currently editing. And you'll see what happened. Ugh. Did I watch In Living Color? A little bit. Not like religiously. I've just seen clips here and there. Did your Max Air come with an intake exhaust? I think I accidentally bought the one that only exhausts. Oh, it's fine. Just put a reverse switch on it like I did. There's a video on my channel. Shows you how to do it. Back in chapter 2. Because this middle fan was exhaust only, but I put a rocker switch in it so I can reverse it. And my back fan is exhaust only. I didn't do it on that one. Masha, hello, darling. How are you? 300 for 20 minutes. 300 for 20 minutes for that pizza? 6 minutes, 30 seconds, 2 butt shakes, and turn yourself around. Well, that's vastly different than what the other person said. Jacqueline, do I have any upcoming camping trips planned? You and me are going camping soon, aren't we? No, you're in California. You're enjoying like Disneyland and what's the mountain there called? Thunder Run. that still there? Is that still a thing? I've been to Disneyland in years. No, I got a camping trip coming up in 3 weeks. We're going back to a camping ground. I guess a campground that we haven't been to since chapter 1. I'm really looking forward to it. Anybody guesses on where we might going? Yep. Maybe I do need pizza. But are there any guesses on what campground we might be going? I haven't been back there since. It only ever appeared in chapter 1. Roaming Wild says never a dull moment on Patreon. Yeah, not when I'm breaking TVs. Corey's saying not 20 minutes. Uh-oh. Did I replace my MiFi box? No, I didn't. I actually went to TELUS today to see if I could get one, and they don't sell them in store. I'd have to order it online or go to Rogers and start a brand new plan with Rogers, which I don't want to do. So I guess I'm going to have to order it through TELUS. So I'm just tethered to my cell phone right now. My computer's tethered to my hotspot, and that's how I'm doing this live stream, which is fine. It works. It's just not as convenient. But yeah, no, that MiFi box is still toast. Bring on the trivia. I didn't have any trivia planned tonight. We're gonna save trivia for the chapter 4 finale. But I have to think of better giveaways. I can't keep giving away all my Dixons. I guess I could get stickers and stuff. That could be fun. I could get like VanlifePLUS merch and give that away. Magic Mountain, Thunder Mountain, what was I thinking? Thunder Run. But thank you very much, Trace. I appreciate that super chat. Why is Jackie's question still up on the screen? I love your camping videos. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. The one with the big rocks and dinosaurs. Girl, I've been there like 3 more times. That's Dinosaur Provincial Park. Colin. Box Lake. I've never camped at Box Lake, so that's not it. What's my opinion on cameras to use? Whatever you have. Start with whatever you have and just focus on that. I still just do all my videos are on my iPhone. That's all I use. Would I like another camera? Maybe. I don't know. My workflow works so well with the iPhone. I am a photographer, like by trade. Not really, but I was a photographer for years. That was the job I was doing before I got shit canned. Well, technically I was in yearbooks at the time, but I had been a photographer for 6 years. And I loved it in my private life as well. So I keep looking at different cameras and stuff. There's a nice Sony one. The Sony FV1 or something like that is a really good vlogging camera. Apparently, I've never used it, but that'd be like my first go-to. Or I would just go up to a full mirrorless so I could interchange and change the lenses. I'd probably go with either the Sony A7S, which I think they're up to the Mark III now on that, just because it's got great low light capabilities. You could do some serious vlogging at night and it would still look cool. I was a Canon guy originally, and I switched over to Sony because they were one of the first companies to switch over to a completely mirrorless system. But honestly, just whatever you have, start there. Cuddlefish time. Peace out. Thanks, Marty. Have yourself a good weekend. What's his crib score? Lindsay's winning. That's the crib score. I've won 2 games this year. That's it. We don't know what the score is. We haven't even been writing it down. We'll actually have to go back to the videos and hear what we said out loud and then figure it out from there. Writing on stone. Carol, that was a chapter 3 camping trip. And I'm never going back to that campground. Ugh. What are the best and worst things about van life? Phenomenal cosmic powers, itty bitty living space. It's true. It's funny, but it's true. To quote Robin Williams from Aladdin, the freedom to do whatever you want, and you're free of the burden of all of the bills and monotony that you would have. It's tiny. Oh, Corey's just going to take a sleeveless Dixon. I see how it is. When I do the hokey pokey, do I turn myself around? No, I usually get somebody else to turn me around. It's way more fun that way. Tasty, Maple Lake was last chapter 2. Come on. Chapter 1. And I haven't been there since. Dinosaur. When Sarah Rose is here camping, I'll be in BC. Yeah, I know that, Dave. It's nice to have the MiFi because then I can have multiple devices connected to it automatically. Like with the TV, when I turn it on, if I want to watch like whatever, like Netflix on the TV, I have to every time go in and find the hotspot connection on my phone through the search function on the TV. It doesn't automatically connect. Whereas when I have the MiFi box, it's like a router and everything just is automatically connected. Same with all of the EcoFlow products. And I bought RGB lights tonight that I got to take back. I bought them from Canadian Tire, and I was going to have some nice RGB lighting back here just because that's one thing I've been kind of missing. And I bought these ones, and they're like, oh, it runs off an app, and it's great. Yeah, you need to have Wi-Fi to use the lights, and using the hotspot on your phone does not work. So there's definite perks to having the MiFi box. Ooh, the R6 Mark II mirrorless. I never used a Canon mirrorless. So who prints my stickers? If you order them off the website, those all come from Fourth Wall. Ugh. But my round ones I get through, I think it's Sticker Mule. Yeah, Sticker Mule is where I got them. Any good spots to check out first? It kind of depends on where you're going in BC, but definitely check out the West Kootenays, man. West Kootenays are gorgeous. That's where my soul lives. What do I want for my birthday? Peace of mind, freedom, day off, no back pain. I don't need anything, Teresa, but that's very kind of you to think so. I can't super chat in this hillbilly city. Oh, that's a likely excuse, Ian. Canon for life. Yeah, it's easy to get up to $30,000 if you over like buying the glass and whatnot, for sure. Waterton Park. It's a good guess, but I've never been there. Do I do Patreon meetups in the dead of winter? I do not. We haven't. I guess we could try. See who comes out to those. That could be fun. Maybe I put that on the docket, change it up a bit. Do a second Patreon meetup in the winter. Huh. You can't please everybody or not tacos. That's right. Rapid fire question. What's the golden hour for photographers? What do you mean what's the golden hour? It's right the hour right before sunset. Hey, Matt, check your candle. It might melt your lamp. No, it's not. It might look like it's under or right underneath it. It's actually not. Banjo Kazooie is right underneath the lamp. The candle, I can lift it straight up and not hit the lamp. So you're good. I appreciate the concern, though. Drumheller. Never went to Drumheller in chapter 1. People. Apparently we need to take choke. Maybe that's what all the trivia should be on this year. It's all going to be chapter 1 stuff. Okay, I'm way far behind again. Oh, no, I'm not. I thought I was. I can't find the ceiling fan installed video. Which chapter is it in? Chapter 2. I'll see if I can find it. Hang on. Who's that for? That's for Beckett Adventures. Give me a second. Because I can find it. I know what the thumbnail looks like. I can find it faster than you can. YouTube Studio. This might make the live stream chug a little bit, though, now that I'm doing other stuff on the internet. Playlists. Chapter 2. Green Blood. That's not what I wanted. How do I... Son of a bitch. Oh, this one. Nope. I don't want to go... I want to do videos. There we go. Okay, give me a second. It's actually fairly close to the beginning of chapter 2. I don't know. It's not. There it is. Home improvements. Is this the one? I think this is it. Okay, I'm going to send you... hang on. Get shareable link. I'm going to throw this into chat for you, Beckett Adventures. Anybody else who might be looking for the fan? I believe that's the video. I don't know if you can click on that or not. I think that's my video where I installed the reverse switch on my fan. No, it's not. Hang on. No. Never mind. There's a whole... Why did I think that was it? Ignore that. Ignore that. Oh, boy. No, I'm a liar. That's not it. I just happened to do it in the same parking lot. Or it started in the same parking lot. It's called Reverse Polarity. It actually has Aaron the DJ and Mark the Paint Guy in it as well. There's a whole sequence where Penny escapes. Was that after my Diesel Tito tried to kill me? Yo, what the... Why am I so confused now? I put out too many videos. That's the problem, you see. We got to reel this back. One video a month from now on. There's my solar panels. Okay, there's my Max Air fan install. Okay, so there's a couple videos here. I don't know what's going on in chat. I'm not even looking at the chat right now, you guys. My apologies. There. This was the reverse polarity video with Market Air, and that's where I installed the reverse polarity switch. And then the one where I actually install it, where it made Lucky look like a kill room from Dexter. That's this one. Am I worried? Are you worried, say, when you are on a hike and your van can be stolen? Any anti-theft suggestions? I don't know. You get a club. I don't know if there's going to be, if you're out hiking, I don't know if people are going to be walking around with drills. Lock your doors, get a car alarm, put a club on the steering wheel. I don't worry about it too much. Honestly, in Canada, where I am, everybody's nice. So, Colin, yeah, you want that second link that I share. I shared 3 links. You want the second one. Ignore the first link. I mean, you can watch it if you want. It's me farting around doing stuff. But I hear the bells. Yeah, I was getting a bunch of texts from B's mom. Hang on. Something about... Oh, thanks. Ian says, I can't super chat yet. He sent me $30 on PayPal. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. Jeez. I guess Brooklyn had a little bit of a rough day on the playground. She's got some like marks on her face. She got hit in the face with an exercise ball or something. Maybe not an exercise ball, but like one of those big balls. And then she got some bruising on her ribs or something. She fell off the playground. She's 4, happens. Her mom wanted to be like, just so you don't freak out tomorrow when you see her. I appreciate that. Okay. I'm gonna play catch up here. Set up an electric fence on your van for protection. That's an option. Beaver Mines Creek. No, I've been there twice. Chapter 1 and 2. Yeah, I've been to Beaver Mines twice. Okay, I'm going to mute my computer because that's very annoying. Give me 1 second, everybody. Sorry, guys. Anything can happen live. I'm sure she's okay. Tough little 4-year-old. All right. Sorry. My apologies. Where you camped first chapter. Freaking great guess. You nailed it. No, it wasn't you, Kevin. Not that time. Oh, yeah. She is tough. That's true. Oh, Rocky's mom nailed it. Now we can move on. Maple Lake. I've never been to a place called Maple Lake. I've been to a place called Mabel. But again, that was chapter 3. Anyways, we can move on. I don't have PayPal. Do you have Cash App? No, I only have PayPal. I don't even know if Cash App's a thing in Canada. PayPal or Patreon or Super Chats are the best way to support me, and I greatly appreciate it. For some reason, Ian's like, oh, I can't Super Chat, but I've got a Nighthawk something. I don't even know what that is. Panasonic... I tried so hard. Panasonic Lumix S5 II is a great camera. Panasonic is one of the original camera producers of broadcast cameras, so they know a thing or two about making good cameras. Yeah, Panasonic's been around for a while. LJ. I was sitting outside last night, had to run in my house, big black bear walking down my street. Have you ever had any encounters with bears? Yeah, there's a video on my channel where I was out in BC over Thanksgiving, and we drove through New Denver, and there were bears everywhere. I think that was literally the name of the video, Bears Everywhere. There was like a mom on the ground, her 2 cubs were up in the tree. There was another. They're like raccoons out in BC. Black bears are nothing to worry about. Grizzlies, on the other hand. Oh, it's a Wi-Fi point. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll take that. If it works. Is it unlocked, or do I got to be upside down to use it? And is it 5G? If it's not 5G, I'm... Is that the lake where you stood at the end of the log? Yeah, that was not a camping trip video, though. That was chapter 2 when we were just visiting. But that's Mabel. Sony ZV-1. That's the one. There's more option choices than you do with Canon, Panasonic, Nikon, DJI Osmo 4, Pocket 3, Osmo 360. I'm using the Sony ZV-1, ZV-10 because there's more option choices than you do. Yeah, I would just stick with the Sony. That sounds like a great option. Oh, is Canon out of here? Bye, Canon. Have yourself a fantastic evening. Maple Lake. Okay. Van lifers are good. Well, where are they hanging out in Canada? Stop going to those areas in Canada. It's horrifying. You can get better reception upside down. Perfect. How much more? I don't do PT anymore. I was discharged freaking, oh my God, before Montana, if not before that. Maple Lake was nice. That's one of Lindsay's favorite places to go. That's where she used to go a lot with her parents when she was growing up. It's beautiful out there. It's very nice. I think they'd learn. The bears are eating the bird feeders. It's a good color, Christina. My favorite game on the Switch? Ooh, damn. My favorite game on the Switch? I don't even know what my favorite game on the Switch is. I'm part and partial to Smash Bros. Ultimate. Mario Kart 8's fun. Super Mario Bros. Wonder was great. I don't know if I have a favorite game, though. Metroid Dread was a lot of fun as well. Do I like hemp jewelry? I haven't worn hemp jewelry since I was a teenager. Do I have the Bush Ranger Dixon? Is that a real one? No, I don't. If that's a real one, I do not, Ian. Any games I wish I had for the Switch? No, not right now. I just got sent Skyward Sword by Wolves Inside the UK, which is great because I never played it when it was on Wii because it was motion controls only. It's still apparently weird controls on the Switch, but I never played. It was the one Zelda game I never played. I got that to play. I still have Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door to play. There's not really anything. I got a lot to do for sure, and I'm making my way through Elden Ring. But no. Thank you, Jeremy, for asking. I think I'm good right now. Did I ever? Oh, yeah, I played Mario RPG, Nikki. That was so much fun. Short. For a role-playing game, it was very short, but I really did enjoy it. And I think it's probably the best way to experience the game. I never played it on the Super Nintendo. It was a lot of fun, for sure. What's the best thing about van life and worst thing about van life? I keep getting that same question tonight. Phenomenal cosmic powers. Itty-bitty living space. Get out of here, you freaking thumbs up. It sucks to be me. I've got Dixons coming out of my ass, Ian. It's fine. I've never even heard of the Bushwhacker or whatever. I got the Red Rum. Red Rum's sitting up in front. I just got them today. Ask them. I'm excited to wear that. I think tomorrow morning it'll be cool enough to wear a flannel, at least a short sleeve one. Will you continue adding the game footage to your video vlogs? That was really fun. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed that. That I was hesitant to do, right? To show myself playing Dark Souls. Because I'm like, I don't know that my audience is really going to want to watch me play video games. I will not do that frequently at all. But maybe. I toy with the idea of starting like a channel where I just play games, but make it separate from the main channel, obviously. I don't really have the time or patience for that yet. I don't think the main channel is lucrative enough for me to dedicate that kind of time. But in the future, it could be fun because I enjoy watching some other content creators that do that, especially when it comes to those Souls-like games like Elden Ring and Bloodborne and Dark Souls. You get really good reactions and it's fun. That and the movie reviews, right? I could do another channel there. I could diversify myself all across just YouTube. Not really diversification, but yeah, maybe Sharon, like little things here and there. Yeah, maybe. Change it up, do a different game, do like Mario or something. Yeah, I show Mario on my channel, then Nintendo's going to be like, sued. Tell Borealis Nights I'm just a sweet pussycat. Did you send me the leopard lips, leopard girl? I have to ask. That's going to be in a future vlog, but did you send those stickers? What Dixon is my favorite? either the Metallica Ride the Lightning one is definitely up there, or my first one, which was the Adrenaline. Yeah. Oh, I like the Switch suspension. There's a lot, but yeah, probably the Metallica one, the Ride the Lightning. Keep up the great work, Scott from Ontario. Thank you very much for the super chat, sir. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. I will. You keep watching. You keep super chatting, and I absolutely will. Thank you so much. Loved it. Well, thank you, Sharon. I'm glad you enjoyed watching. I went to your Amazon wish list yesterday and nothing was listed. What? There's lots of stuff on my list. That extra monitor, yeah, I removed that. That to me was like, in theory, was like, oh, that could be fun for editing, but it's also just like more bulky. That's not something I need. Thank you very much, Jeremy. It's very kind that you went there and you wanted to get that for me. Again, I don't really need anything. Those are just like nice extras to have, you know? But thank you very much. Now, where's left? Good night, Roaming Wilds. Thank you for being here. You're probably gone already because I'm way behind. I like the girl. Oh, yeah, the Flog. Wait, the Flog and Molly. Which one are you talking about, Stacy? I got so many green ones. Green's actually my favorite color. At least I think it is. It used to be. It was always my favorite color. But that Flog and Molly one is really nice. The Dixon Bush Ranger is all black. I'll tell you. You know what pisses me off about Dixon? I ordered that like all black. The hell was it? Oh, what the heck was it? It was barely any pattern. It was kind of. I can't remember what it's called. It came out like a couple of weeks ago, the same time the Sacrifice got released. Anyways, I ordered it. I checked out, order confirmed. And then literally 3 minutes after that, they wrote me and they refunded me the money. Like, sorry, it's sold out. Can't remember which one that one was called. It sold out in like minutes. But I got to look this up. Dixon Bush Ranger? What's everybody talking about? Bush Ranger flannel. It's loading. Oh, it's just a black Dixon. I've got a black Dixon. Yeah, I got the Outlaw. It's the same thing. I've got that. It's in BC. I just washed it. It's all black. Let me see if I can. Yeah, what was the one that sold out? I don't know if I can even find that one. Sorry, give me a second here. Oh, where'd she go? Of course, darling. Who else would send leopard lips? Yeah, exactly. You want to see these freaking things? Look at these. Leopard girl sends me these freaking things. Look at this. Look at that sticker. If you look really closely, it kind of looks like a leopard's butthole as well. But then you pull it back and it's just lips. Yikes! I'm not posting on Fridays. Yeah, Fridays they tend to. Well, I was going to do a live stream last night. Fridays tend to do not the greatest for videos. So, Linda, yeah, Chinook, you nailed it. Yeah, the metallic is very nice. Oh, hey, Bill Boyer's in the chat. How you doing, sir? Welcome to the live stream. When did my fascination with Dixon start? I don't know, like the first year of my van life. I bought a jacket and I was like, oh, that's nice. Give me a second. Now I'm curious. I don't know if it's going to be in my history or not. Yep, there it is. The Thundercat flannel. This, can I even pull it up? No, I can't even pull it up because it's sold out. It was called the Thundercat flannel. It was an all black design and it sold out like that. I bought it. But I got refunded, and Dixon said, sorry about it. Like, you bastards. Hey, shit, Canadian Warriors in the live chat. Haven't seen you for a while, sir. Hopefully you're doing well. As usual, I am late. Can I make you a hemp bracelet? Absolutely, Heather. Just make sure it's not super tight. I don't know what kind of measurements you might need, but I hate, like, see, okay, so this one here, I love this one. This one's great because it's not super tight. It's not hemp, obviously, but I can spin it, right? It's not super tight. I like a little bit of slack, but I don't want a lot of droop. Does that make sense? All right, you got your order, soldier. Oh, I swear there was a Dixon cider, but the Dixon cider sold out too. That was a party shirt. I was gonna get it just to be funny and say that I have it, but they actually did. They did it. They were so self-aware. They said, "Yeah, of course we had to do it." It was called the Dixon cider, and it had apple pie and cans of like cider all over it. But it was a black base. Whereas so this shirt that I'm wearing is a white base. You know what I mean? The background is white, pretty obvious. It was a black base, and like I like a little bit more color pop. The biggest color on it was red. And it just, I don't know. It didn't scratch the name alone. I was hoping for something more. I didn't want a shirt with pie on it, damn it. I don't know what I wanted from a shirt called the Dixon Cider. I'm not trying to sell you on Dixon, Sharon, but you know you like it. Oh, do we need to measure this? I've got a tape measure right here. Is that what we need? Hang on. Hey, Carol, calm down. Although she's like right. It's 8.5. It's 8.5 inches long. Well done. Well done. Editing is hard. Editing is hard until it's fun. Stick with it. I love editing now. I was all self-taught. You just got to stick with it. The more you do it, the better you get at it. Like anything else. Yeah, Penny's still sleeping, but she's still in her bed. She's just like, I'm done. It was hot in the van today, though. I probably took it out of her. We need more merch with Penny. I know. I need to I don't know. It's the one thing I really don't like doing is designing merch. It's a pain in the ass. Linda Porter. Yes, it was. And yes, it will be. Hey, Sue Bishop came in. How you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Sorry I didn't see you come in when you did. What is happening here? New comments. Let's go. There we go. Can I help design the merch? No, it'll all be upside down and nobody will be able to read it. I'm working on it, Doreen. You betcha, you betcha. I have a Nissan NV short roof 2000 with inverter, 3 100-watt lift batteries. I run a Velet AC units in the last 9 hours, so my batteries died. David and the traveling ferret got it all going on, it sounds like. Ian, dang it. Well, it's not my fault. I've had that suggestion of doing a vlog from Penny's point of view a few times, but it sounds like a challenge. Thank you, Suzanne. I appreciate that. You have a good day as well. Yeah, okay, yeah, it takes long to edit. I understand that. It's a pain in the ass. Yes, it can be. That's another reason why you might not have a video until Tuesday. Because this vlog that I'm editing, it's a lot of sensors that have to happen in it, right? It's a family vlog. And it's not going to it won't end up being an exceptionally long one. I think it'll probably clock in around the half-hour mark. But it was a fun day, for sure, with a few little van projects here and there and the death of something. If you know, you know. We talked about it earlier. Pay attention. There will be a test later. Bill Boyer, no spoilers. Did you get that one thing and that other thing? Did it make sense? Hang on. Bill, damn it. I don't remember anything you sent me that doesn't make sense or that wouldn't have made sense. My apologies, Bill. Send me. I got your email today, your amazing email offering me help with my power issues. Of course, I didn't see the email until after I had solved them, but it was very nice of you to reach out and offer your help. I did appreciate that. Stacy's outside and it's going to get your ass out of Fish Creek Park. It's going to close soon. What are you doing outside? You been there since yesterday? What's the matter with you? Yeah, it's just tacos. Do you have any overload springs or bags on the rear to help with towing? No. Lucky needs some sort of ass lift. Like I need at least like another Adelie or something. She's definitely sagging on her rear end. Have I ever had any YouTube strikes? No. Well, there was the time the channel got taken down, which was out of my control. But anytime you see one of my vlogs with like real music in it, like the Echo Lake vlog where I use the Ed Sheeran song, it's just not monetized. I don't get any money off that. And I know that. Like that's the same with my chapter finale videos. I always use real music in those. At least I have. Well, in chapters 2 and 3. And I don't get money on those at all. It's not a strike against my channel. It just flags it as having copywritten content, and I don't get ad revenue. But in terms of strikes, no. My channel currently has no strikes. I offered, but you didn't read the comments. There's a lot of comments, Ian. Put a GoPro camera on Penny. She's like, hey, hi. You hear your name? You want to come say hi? That's a look. I don't think she's going to grace us with her oh, she's shifting. Hello, darling. You want to come down? Come here. Come see me. People would like to say hi. Well, you do you, boo. Care factor minus 345. I saw that. Do I think the new chair caused a pinch in the power issue? No, because I didn't replace the base, so it didn't come anywhere near the cable. You coming down? Come on. Come say hi. Oh, good girl. Come say hi. I know you're just going for some hard food, but you don't need it. Come say hi first. Oh, I know you're so squeakums. There she is. You staring at your food? Is that what you want? Is that why you came down all the way from the dash? Say hi. Say hi. They want me to put a camera around your neck. Can you believe that? Can you believe that nonsense? You tell them, no, I will not be wearing a camera. I am too fancy for that. Oh, you're so yappy. You're so yappy. All right, all right. Say your bye-byes. This way. Meow. All right, go eat your food. There you go. Good girl. Where are most of my subscribers from? The majority of my subscribers are from the United States of America. GoPros are heavy. You cannot put a GoPro around the cat's neck. As far as I know, yeah, Amber's back in her van full-time. I never knew Penny escaped. No clue how I missed that video from 2 years ago. I release a lot of videos. It's easier to happen than you might think. We know. Nah, screw it. Hello, Hawberry Wine. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're having a fantastic weekend. You arrive precisely when you mean to, as does Danielle. How you doing, my dear? Sorry, my apologies. Have I heard of Licked? They have real music that you can buy to use in videos so you don't get I've never heard of that. I'll have to look into it. Licked. Interesting. Problem is it going to be music that I like? You know what I mean? So we shall see. We shall see. Hello. You still here? You don't want any food? You don't want any food? Here, how about this? Will you sit on my lap? What the heck? Here, stay here. Hang on. Let's see if we can give the people what they want. Huh! Actually, it's more like giving you what you want. What's this? What this? Ooh, what's this? We're gonna do a treat tube live. Oh, you smell that? Here, hang on. Here you go. Oh, where are you going? There you go. Oh, good girl. There you go. Quality content. Quality content. There is the kitty cat. Hey, Sheila. Hopefully the lawn got mowed. Not like that. Everybody just calm down. Crack. Give me crack. Give me the kitty crack. There you go. We have so many of these things from you guys that you sent in. So many treats, but I have to be careful. I'm not giving her one every single day. She's not exactly a spring chicken anymore. Not that she was ever a chicken. There you go, bud. Yeah, get it in you. Look at that tongue. Yikes. Good girl. Oh, come over. You can't see you. Yum. Good girl. No, don't go up there. Good girl. Is that enough? Enough? Yeah, good girl. All right. Thank you for your services. Thank you for pouring yourself out for the YouTube channel. Oh, come on, Kevin. You know I show my pussy off way more than that. Long got mode. It's not a euphemism. The Osmo Pocket 3 would not work on Penny very well. It's still got a big shaft on it. What are you talking about? Hi, darling. You're not getting another one, so lock it the F up. We got to get rid of this plastic wrap from Debbie. Oy. 1,000 licks a minute, right? What's my favorite meal to cook in the van? I don't know if I have a favorite meal specifically to cook in the van. Probably. I mean, it would still just be tacos, just because it's so easy to do in the van. It's literally just frying up some beef. You know what I mean? So that's probably my favorite meal to cook in the van, just because it's easy. My favorite meal is chicken enchiladas, but that's a bitch to make in the van. So. Oh, hard-boiled eggs, but they're not my favorite, Sean. I haven't actually done that in a while. We must be due. Oh my god. What do you do the bulk of your filming on? iPhone 15 Pro Max. The reason I go, oh god, it's because that question's been asked a lot. I guess people have been in and out of the live chat. And that's okay. You're totally allowed to live your life, obviously, just this one time. But yeah, iPhone 15 is what I primarily film on. Dang, went for a power walk and y'all are still here. Yeah, some things never change, Ninja. Although by and large, this is still short. I don't know. I need to make it a goal to beat that St. Patrick's Day stream. Yeah, not tonight, obviously. We shall see what Chapter 5 brings. Enchiladas in an air fryer. Yeah, but you still got to do the rest of the cooking before that. The air fryer would just be to crisp them up. And honestly, you can't really fit a chicken enchilada. Ooh, that's... I clearly didn't wash this from... what did I make in here? Oh, yeah, spoilers. Never mind. If you were on Patreon, you would know what I made in here last. But I'm going to clean this. Anyway, it's small, though, right? Like, I don't know if I'd be able to fit one of those 8-inch tortillas in here very well. You can be damn sure I'd try. All right, let's see what we got here. Make it a 50K goal. Oh, at 50K, do a longer live stream? Yeah, it's not a bad one. All right, Nick, you enjoy the rest of your weekend, my dear. Enjoy the cooler weather we're having. Although at peak heat today, it didn't really feel like it was cooler weather, did it? What am I doing with those big lip stickers? If I had a nickel. I don't know what I'm doing with those atrocious things. I apologize, Leopard Girl, but they are absolutely 100% atrocious. Like in the best way possible, but still, my God, they are not going unlucky. You can wish in one hand and shit in the other. See which one fills up faster, as my grandfather would say. I'm just polishing my air fryer. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, there we go. Okay, stick that in the bin. Maybe a little bit more of this. Clean all. Oh, Stuart with another super chat. Sir, thank you so much. You need to try Malibu with pineapple Fanta. Bring me some Malibu. Let's have a drink, Sheila. What's going on? Doing frickin' wherever you are up north. Oh my God, we came back to the live stream and Cheryl and I hear you're talking about your shaft. Everyone just calm down. Stuart, don't you call me out on my shit. It's a great saying, Ninja. It is a great saying. BJ, you'll love it. Ah, says Kev. Calm down, Kevin. Grandfather sounds like he was from Kentucky. He probably could have been. What's the thing I'd like to cook in the air fryer the most? Those the feta wraps that I did when I did the speakers. Those feta cheese wraps. Those are great. I made like 8 or 10 of those. Those were so good. That's the wrong way. Orientation is everything, darling. All right, everybody's calm down. He's not here. but I'm using Unplugged Photography Business's coaster. Nailed it. Thanks, Tim. Whoa. Quite the saying from your grandfather, right? What's the reason? How come Amber doesn't feature as much in your vids now, excluding the reason the van broke down? Because I don't see her as much as I used to. That's why when people are like, or like people like that watch the Montana videos and they finally like saw Byron for the first time. He was like, "Wow, your little brother's awesome. Why you keep hiding him from us?" I'm like, I'm not. He literally lives 8 hours away from me. Like he's not. You're not going to see him all the time, especially when I'm putting out as much content as I'm putting out. Right? Like it's just not the way it works. Egg rolls are great in an air fryer. Yeah, I could try some egg rolls. I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm sure they would work well. Do I have new stickers yet, Lisa? No. I guess I should. We probably need a taco one that I need to design. I'll get on that and I'll announce it on Patreon. We saw Byron a lot on Loves. I think she meant to say lives. Byron's only done 2 lives with me. The one at Mountaintop Coffee, which was very close to the beginning, and then the one that we did right from Sanctuary. But he hasn't appeared. He's appeared in more vlogs than he has on lives. But again, he lives a ways away from me. Have I tried making my own salsa? Not since I moved into the van, but I did it with a food processor back in the Sticks and Bricks. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was tasty. It's a nice like science experiment to try to find out the balance between like sauciness and veggies and salt and all that stuff. I guess I could try doing that again in the van. I think it'd be fun. Are you able to move your original merch over to Fourth Wall? I love to giant 4-leaf clover. I don't even remember my original merch, Debbie. Not at this point in the night. You'd have to remind me which one you're talking about. Maybe send me an email. Are you taking a piss right now? It stinks down there. Get in the litter box if you're going to get in there. What are you doing? Go, go, go. Crazy cat. Get in the litter box. You need to poop, you go in the box. Meow. Yeah, all right, bud. Yeah, homemade guac is fun. I find guacamole easier to make than salsa. That's for damn sure. But again, I haven't done that in a while. In a hot minute. Did you say Byron was a stuntman, or am I misremembering? Nope, he did that. I mean, he does that. He just doesn't do it that often anymore. Yeah, he's done stunts on a lot of movies. The biggest one that he did is probably Prey, that people would know, that Predator prequel or whatever, with the Indians, natives, and somebody's like, "Oh my God, he called them Indians. Now you're canceled." You know what I mean? It was a really good movie. Unfortunately, you don't see him very well. He's just a stuntman. He also did a lot of work on I think it's the Sci-Fi Network show called Winona Earp. He did quite a bit of work on that. And what was the other? There was another big one. With Tin Star, he was actually in. He had a speaking role in, which was really cool to see. I like that show quite a lot, actually. But yeah, he does. He's a big farmer now, though, man. He's got chickens and cows and sheep. He's got none of that. He's got chickens and goats and pigs. I don't even know if they have any pigs left, but he's a big farm boy now. Oh, Mickle Pickle. Yeah, I don't know. I need to try to. They were supposed to come to BC, but then it was a whole thing, and they didn't end up coming. I'm supposed to do maybe a camping trip with him and his sister in September, but I got to book it, and I haven't done that yet. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see. Oh, that's an old logo. I'm not going to bring that stuff back. That's what I was wearing on my tank top. Yeah, I don't even know where that logo. I guess I could look. I might still have the files on my computer, Debbie. I know what you're talking. Well, now obviously I know what you're talking about. All right, we're putting a stamp on this. We're going to have one more drink, and then that's it for tonight, people. It's 9 p.m. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. 4 hours in the past, it's 5 o'clock. So you got any more questions for me? Throw them into the chat. Put 3 giant Q's at the front of your question. It helps it stand out from all the other chat nonsense happening, and I will do my best to answer the question. I'll just keep paying attention to everybody's incredible support and giving my feedback while I can, while I enjoy my final pineapple rum of the evening. Do you need, what's the matter? Just go into the litter box. Is it because the table's up? You're like, oh, I don't have privacy? Like, what's going on? Get your butt, go back up on the dash, you. Come on. Get up there. Good girl. I can't make it too strong. Can't make it too strong. Apparently, I'm done. When is future Matthew coming back? It was never future Matthew. It was editor Matthew. And who bloody knows? That little son of a bitch could make an appearance whenever he wants and when you least expect it. Last night's storm is fine. Where I was situated, I just got a little bit of rain and some crazy loud-ass thunder. Do you think you would buy land near your family eventually? No, probably not. I wouldn't buy land in British Columbia. I could see myself buying something here in Alberta, closer to my daughter first and foremost. I don't know that buying land out there would be very smart. I think I know the answer, but you might enlighten us in ways we didn't think. Are you happy with life these days? Yes, actually I am. It's a fair question. I could probably talk about that for 45 minutes in my very Matthew way, but all in all, I am happy with life is. I've got some pretty serious struggles happening right now. I'm angry at people. I'm angry at myself for allowing things to happen, but it's like general life stuff, sadly, right? But by and large, there's no point in saying, like, focusing on that stuff. I have to remain as positive and as upbeat as I can. I don't want to be a down in the dumps sort of dad when I have my days with my little girl, and I don't want that for my life in general. So I focus on things that are good. This is a perfect example of, remaining positive, but not being blindly positive. It's a good question, and I could talk about it more. I'm not going to, because I feel like I'll start rambling, but I appreciate you asking, Dave. Thank you very much. And we'll see you in the funny pages, sir. Yeah, I would, Kirby, but she wouldn't. Part of the problem. How many YouTubers have I met so far? I mean, it depends on what you mean by YouTuber. What's the status, right? Because I met Chrome. Obviously, everybody knows that. I met Bruce, Van Life Jr. I met Mark, the paint guy. Didn't mean that, Mark. My apologies. Happy Coffee Van Life, obviously, right? Get Her Better. She got a YouTube channel. My apologies to anybody else. Maybe like, well, you met me and blah, blah, blah. But the Stingray, right? Like, I've met a lot of incredible people. Feels weird to just call them, or just like pigeonhole them into YouTubers. But if you're talking about like, really well-known, super high subscriber count YouTubers, I've met Chrome, and that was it. I haven't had the pleasure of the rest of his like circle, which is like the Cat Lady Van and Sharing the Wild or Jeffy Bear, and I haven't met Steve Wallace, and he's a fellow Albertan. But I haven't met Foresty Forest. I passed him on the highway, though. That's my claim to fame. It was a lot like this. Oh. Hey! And here we are. Mark, that's so fitting, especially for this chapter being called Sea of Heartbreak, because not everybody's experienced it. But for those of us that have, we know the value of laughter. I do truly believe that laughter is the best medicine for almost everything. And now that's not like, don't get crazy. Obviously, it's not going to cure cancer. Calm down, assholes. But I'm glad that I'm able to provide you a little bit of that to help you, even in a fleeting moment, forget about your troubles in that way. Because I've been there, dude. My stories that I tell about my past relationships here on the channel, well, they don't appeal to everybody. The people that do watch them, please know that I'm being as honest as I can about things without sharing, too much or giving my own personal feelings from angst or anger or hurtfulness or whatever. I'm being as fair as I can be, and I'm not diving too much into how I was actually feeling about everything. But you went through a divorce. That's a huge loss, my man. That's a hard pill to swallow. When you're with somebody and you love them so much and you think your life is it, and you start planning things and you experience life together, and you have that thought that this is it. I need nothing else. Everything is happy. Everything is fine. Nothing could possibly go wrong. And then it does, and the ground falls out from beneath you, and it feels like the world is against you. It's one of the worst feelings in the world. It truly, truly is. So I'm sorry for that, dude. It does get better. Give it time. One of my mottos growing up was life goes on and time heals all wounds. And both are very true. So I'm thankful that you're part of this community, and I'm glad that you're watching my videos, and that, again, I can give you a reason to laugh just a little bit. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that, dude. Good night, Helen. Thank you for being here. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, my dear. You don't get enough laughter, Sheila. That's unfortunate, because you got one of the best laughs I've ever heard in my life. Debbie, no. I mean, I don't know about the first part, but I know to the second part. One of my oldest friends, or not like oldest friends, but one of my friends from my past, from that same time period of these relationships, or at least the early ones, like with Chelsea and Jill, and even Jenna a little bit. We were friends. We had a really good friendship. She watches my videos, and we have a little bit of contact. And we hadn't had contact for years, but she watches, and that's kind of cool. But as for the actual relationships, no. Do I have any plans to come to Vancouver Island? I don't have plans, but hopefully I do make it out there eventually, yes. Good night, Reg. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'm just going to check my phone real quick. Just a little bit. Robert Cons. Hey, Matthew, every time I need to pick myself up, I see a bunch of your videos. I feel much better. Thanks again. And you know what, Robert? Thank you for saying so. I'm on my own journey here, right, you guys? Like, that's the thing. I know I put out a lot of content, and I know not everybody watches every single video that I put out, but I know a lot of you also do. And this really is sort of like, in a weird way, it's like my redemption arc. Like, I'm telling a story of my life, and I'm trying to achieve something for myself. I came from a place that I'm very familiar with, that I may never, ever get across through sharing what I was actually feeling at the time. But it makes me feel better to do what I'm doing. And the fact that people like yourself get that reaction out of my videos means that I might be doing what I was always meant to be doing, which is entertaining people. I always want to be as real as I can with what's going on in my life, but I like making people smile. I like entertaining people. I like being that guy, which is funny because I don't like being the center of attention, but I don't talk to me. I don't want to be around a large group of people. And I'm very fortunate that this has happened to me in my life. I never thought for a second I'd get to. I had those aspirations as a young man of being an actor and being in movies and this, that, and the other thing. That was my dream back then, right? And now, times have shifted and things have changed, and I've gotten the opportunity to do it here. So it's not in the capacity that I originally wanted to do it in, but 100% honestly, it's better than I ever thought it could be, because I am working for myself, ignoring the YouTube nonsense that we talked about earlier. I'm very fortunate to do it, and I'm so, so happy and blessed that people like you watch what I'm doing and have those feelings. So thank you, Robert. I do appreciate that. Jackie says, "Oh, good, you're still here. Not for much longer, darling, but yes. How was the in-laws?" The dogs are goth. The entertainer. Holy shit, Stuart. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that. That's very, very, very generous of you. Your comment earlier about YouTube and the changes, I get. I put out 7 to 10 videos per week, and it's hard to make content and work a full-time job. Yeah. I hope you work out your issues, however. As a fellow Calgarian, I'm here for you because your channel helped me through a hard time. Thank you, Stuart. I appreciate that. It's a lot of kindness coming through from everybody, and I really am just trying to be myself, and it's very I don't know. Sometimes it happens around here. It hasn't happened for a while, but I'm not ignorant to the fact. I think this is just because I'm dealing with a lot of other shit right now. But I'm not ignorant to the fact that I'm very fortunate with what I'm doing. The fact that I can do something that I trained myself to do ever since I was like 11, like just making movies with my friends, running around with a video camera, horsing around, figuring out how it all worked. Being able to implement that as an adult. And live a life where I'm actually providing for my little human being as well is really cool. So I'm going to probably end this here because that's become overwhelming for me, which I wasn't planning on have happen. But like I mentioned, I've had a lot going on, you guys, and I want to be able to keep doing what I'm doing for everybody. So yeah, we'll just do it the old traditional way. I hope everybody has an amazing rest of their weekend. Thank you very much for hanging out with me tonight on this live. Apologies for those that don't like to see a grown man cry. I'm not a big fan of it either, but it happens. So until the next one, which will probably be on Tuesday. Well, you get one tomorrow, but it's not everybody's cup of tea, and I get that. Until the next one, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves. Most importantly, be positive. But remember, you can't make everybody happy because you're not tacos. Have a fabulous weekend, everybody.